We ready? Y'all ready? Let's do this. From the legendary Shotwell Stadium in Abilene, Texas, San Angelo Central Bobcats high school football is on the air, live and streaming for the Big Country, West Texas, and the world on Pixelcast Media's Concho Sports Network. Tonight's broadcast is a production of Pixelcast Media and presented to you by First Community Federal Credit Union. After being a player on this field and riding his bike around this field and being a general fan until he did become an Abilene Cooper Cougar, Coach Mark Smith's life was in Abilene. He made his way in the coaching world, and tonight, an old friend returns to the Big Country, but he has bad intentions because he has a pack of wild Bobcats with him, intent on destruction of the Abilene Cooper Cougars, the team that he once played for. Tonight, live on Concho Sports Network, the Central Bobcats, the Cooper Cougars, live from Shotwell Stadium in Abilene, and presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We're about 15 minutes away from our scheduled 7 o'clock kickoff, sunshine here in the Big Country. This is the countdown to kickoff from Pixelcast Media. I'm Darren Prater. Arlen Ponder completes the Darlings, and he is back again tonight for a great matchup that has meaning in more ways than one. Welcome aboard, sir.
Glad to be here, Darren. How's it going?
I've been looking forward to this. It's been a tough week, honestly. I've been looking forward to this all week because Mark Smith returns to his alma mater, but he's not going to be bringing potato salad or barbecue for the reunion. He's intent on beating the Abilene Cooper Cougars, the team that he once played for and played for Coach Randy Allen. Then he played at Hardin-Simmons, and, you know, no one can blame him if he didn't return to these parts because football around here can be hazardous to your mental health. But he returns, and he rides into Abilene like Marshall Dillon riding into Dodge to set things straight and restore order to the football West.
Well, and one thing he talked about on Monday night whenever we sat down with him was this is just another game to him. He looks across the sideline and sees opponents across there. He doesn't see that it's a Cooper Cougar across there. So he just wants to play football and get the team going. But I'm going to tell you, as an old coach, you got that in the back of your mind a little bit that you're going, hey, it sure would be nice to beat my alma mater.
Well, we were talking about there's probably some old school fans saying, well, Mark thinks he's going to teach us how to play football since he's been to Oklahoma and Arkansas and all that. So they don't want him to come in and take over. Couldn't get it done against Abilene High, but a good opportunity against these Cooper Cougars, who also are 0-2. The Bobcats lost to Abilene High and to the Amarillo Golden Sandstorm. They had 5 turnovers last week after falling behind 48-14. Central scored the next 31 points. Coach said he didn't believe in moral victories, but one thing we can believe in is avoiding demoralizing losses, and that's what the Bobcats did. They ended up losing by 3, but the special teams breakdowns, a blocked punt, fumbled kickoff, those didn't help. But,
well, and then that short, right after the half, opening the half with those, 40 yards of penalties to put us kicking off at put them kicking off at the 35 or the 30, and then we fumble it. And, you can't do that. You cannot do that against any team, but especially a good team that's up on you.
But the Bobcats showed their character and avoided a demoralizing loss. They did. There is question for concern with a couple of players, including Colton Hill, who hopefully will be back with us at some point, being the number one receiver, a favorite target of quarterback Squeaky English. The Bobcats lost to Cooper 53-45 at San Angelo Stadium last season. It's been a while since we've beat these Cooper Cougars. It's an underrated rivalry. They've been playing since 1961, with Central holding a 27-22-1 series lead. Last 5 meetings have all been decided by 8 points or less, including last year, 53-45, as the Bobcats fell behind early and, as they're known to do, almost came back and won the game at the end.
Well, and that was one of those, they got it put all together. They, came out, calmed down, got with the program, but started thinking, playing smart football, taking care of the ball, and then they came back. If they'd have had probably 2 or 3 more minutes,
Right.
The outcome may have been completely different. Of course, coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I think also we could have those 5 turnovers just absolutely killed us, and the Sandies were good enough that they went down and took advantage of those turnovers.
Well, it turned out to not be a win, but it could have saved the season in a lot of people's minds. And a win tonight would be a big deal for Coach Mark Smith and the Bobcats. It's homecoming. They're having homecoming for Coach Smith.
For Coach Smith.
This is a homecoming in more ways than one. And this time he might as well be Darth Vader because they think he wants to ruin their homecoming. Abilene Cooper 0-2. Coach Aaron Rohn is in his 8th year as head coach. And they've made the playoffs. They've ended the season in the playoffs every year since he's been there. Actually, many years before that. I believe it's been like 17 years. They lost to Azle 41-34 in week 1, a good Azles team. And Abilene in the Crosstown Showdown, which is always so much fun to read the reporter news and Bill Hart and all the old school articles and the luncheons. And they had the Crosstown Showdown, and they lost to Abilene 42-33. That's the common opponent that the Bobcats have had with this Cooper team, but they were in there. They put themselves in position to win the game, so it wasn't like Abilene whooped them at all. A very game team. They're going to be at Coronado next week. They're out of District 2-5A, D2, which includes Wichita Falls Memorial, Wiley, Plainview, Wichita Falls, Legacy, and Palo Duro. They were 5-7 last season, 3-2, third in district. They beat El Paso Chapin in by-district 42-27. Lost in the area round to Colleyville Heritage, where Coach Mark Smith was once a coach, 55-21. In the area round of the playoffs, and they're used to going to the playoffs. They've always been a good team. Of course, they have been to state multiple times, including the year that they had Drew Brees as the opposing quarterback and Dominique Rhodes as their running back, and each of those guys ended up with a Super Bowl ring. So pretty good state championship roster of players. Well, that's how these two that's the history of these two teams that are about to butt heads tonight here at Shotwell Stadium. Coming up, our players to watch for both teams and the Medical Arts Pharmacy prescription for success. That's all coming up on the Pixelcast Countdown to Kickoff. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Save $10,000 on a new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 truck. That's right, you could save $10,000 on a new Sierra Pro Crew Cab. Drive a new GMC Terrain and save $5,000. Or save $5,000 on a new Buick Encore. $10,000 off a new GMC Sierra, $5,000 off a new GMC Terrain, or $5,000 off a new Buick Encore. That's huge savings. Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
Would you like a time-lapse of your construction project? Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. Need to check your roof for hail damage but don't want to climb up that rickety ladder? Perhaps you're selling property. We also cover sports and weddings. Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. San Angelo, it's time to invest in your home and protect your future. Olivas Restoration and Solar, your trusted partner in roofing, solar, insulation, and fencing. Call Olivas Restoration and Solar today for your free consultation.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
With great low rates.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Welcome back to the Pixelcast Media Countdown to Kickoff. I'm Darren Prater. Arlen Ponder is alongside as the Bobcats meet a familiar foe as Coach Mark Smith and the Cats take on the Cougars from Abilene Cooper High School here at Shotwell, just about 5 minutes away from our kickoff. Players to watch tonight for the Bobcats. Christian Squeaky English, the Central quarterback, threw for 287 yards and 4 touchdowns on 13 of 21 passing last week. He had 8 carries. As we know, he's a big-time rushing threat, too, for 90 rushing yards. He did have 3 interceptions, though. Receivers stepped up big time with the loss of Colton Hill. Jimmy Edwards had a great game, 4 catches for 132 yards and 2 touchdowns. Gavin Johnson had a breakout game. Excited about him. 4 catches for 102 yards and a touchdown. Elijah Allen was the lead running back with 16 carries for 82 yards, giving him 176 yards this season. Junior linebacker Mason Van Sickle led Central's defense, which really turned it on in the fourth quarter with a team high 11 tackles and 1.5 tackles for losses last week. And he is really showing that he is a leader on this team. Coach Smith says that they've kind of been inconsistent on defense, and he's been the shining light, and they will definitely need him tonight. Coach Smith said it's infectious. He's getting people to rise to his level on the defense. So they will lean on him heavily tonight against these Cooper Cougars. And they bring some players as well. We're familiar with some of them from last season. Quarterback Austin Cummins has completed 33 of 58 passes for 386 yards, 5 touchdowns with an interception. His top target he'll be looking for tonight is Xavion Alexander, 12 catches for 195 yards and 4 touchdowns. Peyton Ewing leads the rushing attack with 24 carries for 124 yards and a touchdown. On defense, cornerback Jeremiah Appel has 2 interceptions to lead Cooper's defense. And defensive end Dyson Davis, look out for him. Dyson Davis has had 9 D1 offers. You heard that right, 9 D1 offers for Dyson Davis. Coach Smith said there's no real huge stars on this team. They work together well. They have a couple guys that are a little ahead, of course, and they play well as a team. They are 0-2, but that doesn't mean anything. The Bobcats are 0-2 as well, both hungry for that first win. Let's take a look at our Medical Arts Pharmacy prescription for success. Dr. Ponder?
Well, very first thing, we got to play a full game. Central's got to play horn to horn, whistle to whistle. So a full game and carry out a full game. Can't have the turnovers, can't just play one half. Got to play the whole thing. Eliminate the errors. Can't have those turnovers. 5 turnovers last week cost them. But I think the big thing is that we have to have a great game from those underclassmen that have to step up and are going to have to fill in those spots where some of those players are injured.
It'll be nice not to have to come from behind due to things that happen on special teams. And hopefully the Bobcats can clean all that up tonight and get that first win. It would be an exciting one. It's homecoming, and homecoming for Coach Mark Smith. Can he get the Bobcats a win tonight here at Shotwell? We're about to find out. That wraps up the countdown to kickoff from Pixelcast Media. We'll be back with the coin toss and the Schertz Landscape Company kickoff right after this. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Save $10,000 on a new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 truck. That's right, you could save $10,000 on a new Sierra Pro Crew Cab. Drive a new GMC Terrain and save $5,000. Or save $5,000 on a new Buick Encore. $10,000 off a new GMC Sierra, $5,000 off a new GMC Terrain, or $5,000 off a new Buick Encore. That's huge savings. Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
When having a truck.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcats football live on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. The Bobcats and the Abilene Cooper Cougars both looking for their first wins of the 2024 season, going head-to-head tonight. Just a few minutes from now, as you can see the band and everyone lined up for the national anthem at Shotwell Stadium. Let's take a look at your Bobcats offense, brought to you by your friends at NAMI. Squeaky English, 6-pound, 175-pound senior, is the field general. At running back, the leading rusher is Elijah Allen. We'll also see Darius Hewitt and John Paul Nombrano. Kasner Stribling at tight end. Cameron Mayfield, Jimmy Edwards, Gavin Johnson, Jesse Smith are the wide receivers. Left tackle is Chase Cole. At right tackle, Kyler Price. At left guard, Tuuta Jr. Kalamafani, 6'3", 285-pound senior, joined at guard by Ethan Boyd. Caleb Martinez will snap the ball for the Bobcats. As we await our kickoff,
I think we're about to do coin toss. This is this is their homecoming, so everything's running just a little bit behind. So
your starting lineup from NAMI on defense: Sean Scott, Colton Kent at end. At tackle, we'll see Riley Owens and Oscar Herrera come in from time to time. At nose, Bray and Sandoval, number 50, out of that 3-4. Mason Van Sickle, the Mike linebacker. Jacob Jackson and Ricardo Peruccio will play at the will linebacker position. Luis Aniel Garcia plays the Sam position. The bandit is Jaden Torres Jackson, who had 4 tackles last week, had a great game. Kason Rogers is the free safety. He joined by Jackson Kennedy at safety. Zayden Norton, cornerback, along with Jaden Torres, Jackson Gabriel Rodriguez.
Doing the coin toss right now. Out there, number 1, Norton, number 65 for our captains, Reyes, number 36. Lucky, number 20, Allen. For us, for them, number 10.
That's Jeremiah Appel. We'll hear his name a lot.
Number
Austin Cummins, number 5. 21, Dyson Davis, who's got 91 offers, they say. Esteban Lozano, number 15, the senior, rounding out the captains. For the Abilene Cooper Cougars in their red with the blue numerals and white trim. Bobcats in their icy whites tonight with the orange numerals. And the Bobcats with the San Angelo logo on the side with the state of Texas. That looks pretty darn spiffy. 6A versus 5A.
Cooper won the toss. They deferred to the second half. So Central will receive.
The kickoff return, Jimmy Edwards, Cameron Mayfield, and Jesse Smith on the kickoff return team for the Bobcats. This is a rivalry that's understated. It's not hyped a lot, but it's still a rivalry nonetheless between West Texas and the Big Country. And this one goes all the way back to 1961. Central leads 27-22 and 1. Here on Cooper's Homecoming, can Coach Mark Smith lead the Bobcats to victory? Cats about to kick off. Evan Vaughn is the kicker for the Bobcats. Xavier Alexander, number 3, and Jaden Carrillo. Those two back along with Zaylin Johnson on the kickoff return team for Cooper. For the Bobcats, here we go. Nice return across the 20-yard line. Won't give them that good a field position, though. The 22 is where the Bobcats will start. That's about a 12-yard return to set the Bobcats up with a first down at the 21-yard line, moving left to right. The quarterback, Christian Squeaky English. Had some interceptions last week, but he threw for 287 yards and 4 touchdowns on 13-21 passing, 8 carries for 90 yards, including one where he almost broke it and scored, and he got a much-needed 2-point conversion on a run as well. So here goes Squeaky and company on first down. Central Cooper just underway from Shotwell. He sends Jesse Smith.
Ball's on the ground.
The ball is on the ground.
And it's
the
a fumble.
Cougars, without even being contested for it, the Cooper Cougars got the ball on the first play from scrimmage. The curse may continue tonight. There's always a quarter or two in close losses where the Bobcats just seem to be snake bit. We hope it's not that kind of night, but that's not the best way to start off, by giving your opponent the ball on your own on your 17-yard line. Oh goodness. For Abilene Cooper, no huge standout stars, but a solid team that works well together, and a good 0-2 team just like the Bobcats. They hand it off on the first play from scrimmage, and the Bobcats stop it quickly as Braden Sandoval got to the ball carrier first, along with Mason Van Sickle, the junior, who's one of the big leaders on this team.
Dan, he looked like a missile last week coming in there, so we may have to start calling him the missile.
4 in the flight pattern. The back stands to the left of the Cooper quarterback. There's a completion at the 14-yard line. He'll be down around the 12-yard line. We'll bring up third down, though.
If they can make a stand here, that will be great. Hold them to 3 points. And that handoff looked like it was just miscommunication.
Austin Cummins, the quarterback, is 33 of 59 passes for 386 yards, 5 touchdowns, and only 1 pick. It's very efficient. And he hands it off. Not going to get him. Makes the cut and heads right to the end zone for the Alpha Paving touchdown, and it doesn't take the Cooper Cougars long to score. Touchdown, Abilene Cooper.
Just a handoff. Went to the right. Here you go.
Okay, yeah, let's see the Medical Arts Pharmacy instant replay. We'll check it after the point after. Kyler Wheeler puts the extra point up, and it is good. Abilene Cooper leads this one in the first after recovering a fumble from the Bobcats on the first play from scrimmage for the Cats. Didn't take them long to score. Can we show the Medical Arts Pharmacy instant replay of the touchdown? Are we able to do that? Yeah. Well, let's see it then. Or we'll take a break. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Save $10,000 on a new 20...
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium as your Central Bobcats lead the Abilene Cooper Cougars 7-0. Here's our kickoff, brought to you by Schertz Landscape Company, and here's the return. Look out, almost broke it. A great return from Jimmy Edwards, the junior.
Nice return.
That's going to put the ball in Cooper territory at the 49-yard line. Great return from Jimmy Edwards.
Yeah, he just took that ball and went right up the middle, right up the seam.
First play from scrimmage for the Bobcats on the opening drive. They fumbled it right to the Cooper Cougars on the opening snap. That's the kind of thing make you want to pull your hair out if you're a coach. But they're known for coming back. Jimmy Edwards wide to the short side, the bottom of your screen. English takes the snap, run, left side, has room to run across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Elijah Allen had a good game last week for the Bobcats, has had a good season for the Bobcats. Lead running back, 16 carries for 82 yards last week, 176 on the season. Elijah Allen.
And they ran that ball really a lot last week, wanting to get it, and it looks like they want to lean on those linemen again, and that'll be a first down for them.
2 runs to the left, in which they've had a big enough hole to run through. So the first down of the evening for the Bobcats, and they keep it on the ground. A couple of nice runs for Elijah Allen, the 5'10", 165-pound junior.
9:38 and counting.
Jesse Smith, along with Jimmy Edwards, wide to the right side.
So they look like they were going right back to that little counter.
Yeah, and they just buried Elijah Allen. Yeah, we hadn't had any penalties so far as compared to last week when
Yeah, that's right.
they started flying early and often.
That's right. So they've gone to that it looked like they went to that same play about 3 times, and Cooper was able to sniff that one out. So we'll see what they go with this time.
Edwards slot right, Smith wide right. Now Edwards will go in motion from right to left.
Heavy package there again.
They hand off again. Elijah Allen again. Here's the Medical Arts Pharmacy instant replay. Not much there.
Yeah, and he just looked like they were trying to go again to that same spot.
And that was a good tackle by Esteban Lozano, one of their captains, defensive lineman. He's a senior.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 14, 8:17 and counting.
They hand it off again, this time to Darius Hewitt, the sophomore, who crosses the 35-yard line down at the 34.
And Coach was saying he wanted to establish that running game. So you may see this, even though you may get frustrated and why are they running this over and over and over again. So it's going to bring up 4th and 8.
Somebody almost jumped off sides.
Got a penalty.
They do indeed go for
Free
it.
play.
Squeaky puts one up, and free play, overthrown, incomplete.
And who? It's going to be that number 8 right there, jumping off sides.
You talking about Trevin Turner?
I sure am. Sorry, I couldn't see my roster over there.
Senior linebacker.
But at least we have them this week.
Yeah, right. Finally. Kasner Stribling is out there at the tight end, number 81.
And it is hot out here. It's warm, muggy.
Well, the last two times I've been to that stadium, almost froze to death.
Yeah, there was one game we almost froze to death there.
Good times. Left side with running room, Darius Hewitt. And Hewitt, let's take a look at the Medical Arts Pharmacy instant replay. You may have it. Mm-hmm.
And was that Martinez, Caleb Martinez, number 74. Is he running a decoy there to set up and lead out there for Squeaky?
English throws, too tall, incomplete. It'll be second down. He was looking for Gavin Johnson.
7:22, ball's on the 24.
Was out of Gavin Johnson's reach. And what a good athlete Gavin Johnson is.
Now we're going to spread it out. Look at this.
4 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown last week. Dribbling in motion with 3 receivers. Left side to Darius Hewitt. Hewitt gets a few.
Brought down by number 2, Johnson.
Along with Jacob Bynum, the junior.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 9. 23, just under 7 minutes.
Big third down here as they trail 7-0. This is their second possession of the ball game. Squeaky goes one way, now the other. Finds room to run. One man to get past.
Touchdown.
He got it. They had him in their grasp, and he still spun his way into the end zone. That's an Alpha Paving touchdown for the Bobcats. Squeaky English on the keeper. Yeah, right near the line there. He got past Caleb Gutierrez, the senior linebacker.
Well, I'm not 100% sure that wasn't a blown play there. It looked like he wanted to throw it, or I'm sorry, hand off. And then he looked like he was going to throw it and just saw that he had the opening and took off.
And it's nice to have that option in English, isn't it?
It is. It's incredible to have that option. And Central's always had that option where they were able to do that. Tyler did it.
Yep. Yes, we have a rich tradition of quarterbacks, that's for sure. Extra point is up, and it is good. We are tied at 7 with 6.5 to go here in the first quarter of play. 6:33 to be exact. Bobcats on the board at 7-7. San Angelo Central tied with Abilene Cooper. We'll be back from Shotwell Stadium right after this. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium in Abilene. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Darren Prater and Arlen Ponder here, and a good reason to cheer for Central Bobcat fans as they have tied it up. A squeaky English keeper plus the extra point. It is now 7-7 with 6:33 to go in the first quarter. Bobcats getting ready to kick off to Cooper, who scored on their first possession of the night. Our kickoffs presented to you by Shirts Landscape Company tonight.
Hey, and let me give you this update real fast. Lakeview, 14. Lamesa, nothing.
Oh, nice. Return up the sideline, gets away for a while and across the 40, and that'll set up some good field position for the Cooper Cougars. Now it's to the 43-yard line. That's where they will start this series. They scored first, and it didn't take them long after the Bobcats gave up a fumble on their first offensive play of the game, but they got it back together. Whether it was designed or not, a nice run by Squeaky English. Some nice moves, and he would not be denied as he scored the Bobcats' first and so far only touchdown of the night.
Another update real fast. Wall Hawks 11, Gymnet Indians nothing.
It's a good rivalry.
Yeah, another incredible rivalry. Bad snap.
They lost the ball, but he gets it off the turf and crosses the 42-yard line, about the line of scrimmage.
Herrera bringing him down, number 90.
Yep.
And who's right there? Number 7.
Of course, Mason Van Sickle, it's number 7. Luis Aniel Garcia also in on that. They do the little starburst thingy where they line up single file, then drop into the 3-4 as they blitz from the outside. And the blitz goes right past the ball carrier. 40-yard line, bounces off one Bobcat tackle. Van Sickle's going to try and wrestle him to the ground, and he finally does around the 20-yard line to prevent the touchdown. Here's a look at the Medical Arts Pharmacy, and a great play for the Cooper Cougars.
Yeah, they just bought off on that fake going the other way. Couldn't see who that was running that ball. Number 7?
But it was number 7 that brought him down, thank goodness.
Yeah, number 7 brought him down.
He got past several Bobcats, got out of their grasp. They had a chance at him. Ball is on the 20.
Those numbers
outside.
are hard to read.
Just outside the red zone.
I think that was number 7. I think that was Guevara running the ball. Number 7, Ryan Guevara.
Okay, Ryan Guevara. All right. Angelo MRI red zone. They're not quite there.
Ball's right on the 20.
Throwing, going upstairs off his fingertips, and it bounces incomplete in the end zone. Good coverage on the play for the Bobcats. That was Zayden Norton, the senior defensive back, on the coverage.
And you're going to see a lot of swapping out as we go through this game of various players because it is so hot, it is so steamy out there. You want to keep those legs fresh.
Austin Cummins from the shotgun looks toward the sideline.
4:47 and counting. I'm sorry, 4:47 standing still. Got a blitz.
Looking to throw, avoids the blitz on the right side of the line and gets into the red zone just barely on the keeper for Austin Cummins. They couldn't quite get him on the last one. The blitz went right by the ball carrier.
It's going to bring up 4th and 8, and they are going to line up for a...
That is going to be a field goal attempt from Kyler Wheeler. 42 yards. Ball is
blocked.
on the right hash mark. It's blocked. And whistled down at the 25-yard line. The field goal attempt from Kyler Wheeler blocked by the Bobcats. Let's see who got that block.
I think that was Norton. Number 1? Yep, number 1, Norton with the block.
Zayden
and you
Norton,
know
what a game he's having.
He has been there on a lot of – it's been close several times, and I think a few weeks ago I think I said he's going to do it, and there he goes. He's got his first block.
Had 5 tackles, 6 assists. Tackles for a loss, a couple of those too last week against Amarillo. English going deep down the field, and it will fall incomplete. They were touching each other a little bit, but there's no flag as it falls incomplete for the Bobcats. Intended for Jimmy Edwards.
And I'm going to say thank goodness, because we don't want to get that started this week.
Jacob Bynum on the coverage, the junior defensive back for the Abilene Cooper Cougars.
Now, this is one of those times where the Bobcats have to take advantage of this turnover, and Coach Smith was talking about that. Take advantage of the mistakes and the gifts that they give you.
Special teams, blocked field goal, looking good so far. Left side on the ground to Elijah Allen.
Who's that got that?
Elijah Allen got tripped up about 25-yard line.
Is that Junior coming
Not
off of
much
the
there.
top of that pancake that player, and they just managed to reach up and grab him?
Wouldn't be surprised.
3:27 and counting in the first. Ball's on the 27.
Bobcats tied it up at the 6.5 mark after Cooper scored on their first possession. English throwing, not there, off target. So he was trying to hit Jesse Smith near the sideline.
It's going to bring up 4th and 8. And this is one of those.
So the Bobcats unable to take advantage of blocking the field goal.
Just
momentum-wise, at least.
Got to take advantage of that. Got to get something going.
So now the punting unit for the Bobcats comes out on the field. Xavion Alexander, Jaden Carrillo back to receive the punt for the Cooper Cougars. Uh-oh. Somebody's got him by the jersey as they attempted to run it. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not.
No, it wasn't on purpose. It was a blown play.
That's going to give the Cooper Cougars
but,
the ball.
Hold on. Got a yellow thing on the play.
He face mask?
I think he got him face mask. Or are they going to get him for horse collar? One or the other. And they'll all get together. And if they got him for a face mask, this is a huge mistake on Cooper. Still talking. Still talking. Here we go. Personal foul. Face mask. Yep, and that's going to be an automatic first down for the Bobcats.
Well, nice to get a break. Nice to get a break. The Bobcats have seen other teams get break after break. But ultimately, you make your own success. Let's see if they can do something now. Here in the first quarter, tied at 7.
Oh, yeah, and you could see the face mask on their Jumbotron. They showed a different angle, and you could see it better than you could from our camera angle.
Jesse Smith, Jimmy Edwards, wide to the right. Handoff, hit at the line, still moving his feet, but he doesn't go much further than that. That's going to be a gain of a little over a yard on the run for the Bobcats. And again, they rely on Elijah Allen for that carry.
2:27 and counting, first quarter.
Remember, Elijah Allen's just a junior at 5'10", 165. The lead running back last week, 16 carries, 82 yards. He has 176 on the season coming into this game.
Oh, and look at this.
Again, and this time, he doesn't want to stop. Finessing defenders the whole way to the 31-yard line.
Nice run. Just picked this.
Elijah Allen
picked his hole and went there.
Running like a man possessed.
And I keep saying they're going to go to the run, they're going to go to the run, they're going to go. They're going to give up those plays where they don't make it, but they're also going to give up those big plays like that.
And this is what Coach Mark Smith, Coach both of the Cope coaches, they put together this team, and they would love to play bully ball on both sides of the ball.
And there's another first down for the Bobcats. Just a little pass out there.
That's just outside the Angelo MRI red zone.
And I think that was to number 15, Johnson. And we have a Cooper player down.
Oh, no.
So with 1:28 left in the first, the ball's on the 21, 7-7.
We'll take a quick break. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Save $10,000 on a new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 truck. That's right, you could save $10,000 on a new Sierra Pro Crew Cab. Drive a new GMC Terrain and save $5,000. Or save.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcats football live on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Had an injury timeout for one of the Cooper Cougars. Back in play and tied at 7, right across the middle, into space, complete touchdown. An Alpha Paving touchdown for the Central Bobcats, just like that.
Christian Lara,
the tight end. We've talked about Stribling, but look at Christian Lara. I'm liking these tight end formations. Touchdown Bobcats. Christian Lara, the 6', 185-pound senior.
And something you haven't seen, if you're a Bobcat fan, you haven't seen them use tight ends in a long, long time. Up, and here we go. And we got the 2-point conversion.
Squeaky English does the honors. He likes 2-point conversions. He has a lot of success with that. Let's take a look.
I love this.
The swinging, that's one of the few times they don't line up regular after getting like that in that swinging gate.
Well, I've noticed that they do this a lot. So it's 15-7.
Guess who's in the lead? Those stubborn Central Bobcats. 15-7 over Abilene Cooper. We're back after this. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Thank you for joining us. Our kickoffs brought to you by Schertz Landscape Company. I'm Darren Prater. Arlen Ponder is alongside. Bobcats get a touchdown, a Squeaky English touchdown pass to Christian Lara. Squeaky got the 2-point conversion. It's 15-7 over the Abilene Cooper Cougars. And there's the Schertz Landscape Company kickoff return for the Cooper Cougars.
Evan Vaughn, number 84, doing the kickoffs. Work duty tonight. Let me give you another update. Lakeview Chiefs 21, Lamesa Tornadoes 7, 2:18 left in the first quarter. Let's see, what's another one here? Cristobal 0. McCamey 6. Just starting the second quarter. Wallhawks 11. Jim Ned 0. Just starting the second quarter. TLCA Eagles 6. Ballinger Bobcats 14.
6A versus 5A, lest you forget that. Doesn't really make much of a difference. Just two teams that are actually better than their 0-2 records, looking for their first win. Coach Mark Smith, the former Cooper Cougar, leads the Bobcats into town tonight, looking to spoil the homecoming of these Abilene Cooper Cougars. 15-7, Central is in the lead. Here are the Abilene Cooper Cougars. Austin Cummins got him from behind. A flag goes
we got
down.
a couple of them.
A couple of flags around the 30-yard line.
Is that
It's an
number 90?
Olivas Restoration and Solar flag.
Number 99 coming up there. Personal foul, face mask on the Bobcats. That's going to hurt.
Cooper committed the same infraction not long ago. First down, ball is at the 45-yard line as they look to the sidelines for the play. Back to throw, has a completion. He does not get around Zayden Norton. He tried to get out of the tackle by spinning Norton around, but he hung on for dear life, and that's how you stop these guys or any team. Hang on till the cavalry arrives. Norton just kept spinning until he had some teammates close in. That's
somebody come help. Somebody come help.
Zayden Norton, he's a silent assassin on many plays.
2nd and 1, 25 seconds and counting and left in the first.
Gabriel Rodriguez, number 17 on the bottom of your screen.
And, yeah, play clocks they're going to have to snap it.
Handoff. Hit near the line. You'll get a few extra yards just on Will alone, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's the Medical Arts Pharmacy instant replay. Good job by the D, though, as Ricardo Perusia, the senior, wrapped him up first, number 25.
And that's going to end the first quarter.
At the end of one, we have us a good game. Bobcats lead it, though. San Angelo Central 15, Abilene Cooper 7. Cats lead the Cougars after one. We'll be back to start the second quarter of play right after this. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network. Tonight's broadcast is a production of Pixelcast Media and presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Save 10.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. You're watching San Angelo Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. 15-7 as we begin the second quarter. Your Central Bobcats lead the Abilene Cooper Cougars in a rivalry that goes all the way back to 1961. They keep it on the ground. Cooper Cougars moving left to right across the 35-yard line down around the 32.
Cooper's going to pick up another first down. They're going to go quick.
Peyton Ewing, the junior running back, has a touchdown tonight, had 24 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown last week. They keep it on the ground again. They've had plenty of success with that and short passes. And that's another carry for Peyton Ewing. Xavier Alexander has 12 catches for 195 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's been the favorite target for Austin Cummins, who's thrown for 5 TDs.
Davis Darby, number 6, making the tackle for the Bobcats. 2nd and 1, 10:58 and counting.
15-7 Cats lead it in the second quarter. Powering through the line right up the middle and inside the red zone as they keep it on the ground again.
Another Cooper first down.
Another carry from Peyton Ewing.
And a wholesale change on defense by the Bobcats.
Angelo MRI red zone. That's where the Cooper Cougars have found themselves. Looking to tie this thing up as they trail 15-7 and kind of shell-shocked. Going to keep it. Cummins goes down inside the 15. He'd say he's down at the 14-yard line.
Looked like that turf monster reached up and grabbed him there.
They'll be about 4 short of the first down. Squeaky English found Christian Lara in the end zone to put the Bobcats ahead on the touchdown pass. Squeaky got the 2-point conversion. Cougars setting themselves up to get back in the game, though, but Cummins loses his footing and goes down about the 16-yard line.
Good coverage.
But, no.
He just stumbled a little bit.
It's third down.
Number 25. How do you... Peruskia.
Yeah.
Peruskia.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was trying to remember how you said it. 9:06, 3rd and 6. And if you'll remember earlier, timeout by Cooper.
All right, first time out of the ball game. Charge to the Cooper Cougars, who trail this one behind your San Angelo Central Bobcats 15-7 here on homecoming night at Shotwell Stadium. Thank you for joining us for the broadcast tonight. I want to mention to Bobcat fans, want to let you know if you're in the market for a new car or truck, go see the folks at Mitchell Automotive Group. That's Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road and Mitchell Buick GMC on Sherwood Way. If you'd like to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high def, all you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can do that now on either device. Just search Concho Sports on Roku and Fire TV, and we invite you to check it out to get your best viewing experience.
Let me give you some more updates. 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Lakeview Chiefs 28, La Mesa Golden Tornadoes 7. Your Dublin Lions 7, Anson Tigers 14.
Well,
Cristobal Cougars 7, McCamey Badgers 6. Bangs Dragons 13, Grape Creek Eagles nothing. Jim Ned Indians nothing. Hawks, Wall Hawks 17.
about 7 yards to go for the first down here on third. Can the Bobcat defense close? Yes, they do! At the 19-yard line. Down he goes. Here's the Medical Arts Pharmacy instant replay. He ran right into the unwelcoming arms of Jacob Jackson, number 8.
And if you'll remember last time, they got down, they went for a field goal, we blocked it. So they are going to go for it this time. 4th and 10, ball's on the 18, 8-18 and counting.
This is a scary time for the Central defense because after they make a big play, they've had a habit to the end zone. Great night to break habits. Incomplete, and the Bobcats will take over on downs. That's a stop and a solid one for the Bobcat defense.
Well, I think they got down to the red zone before and got that field goal blocked. So that's twice that they've been in the red zone. and walked away with nothing.
Now the Cats are in the position that they've needed to be in with their last loss going back to the second week of last season. They need to be in the position where they can just get on a team and hit the gas, and don't take your foot off the gas pedal, and show them how many points we can score to our favor and not trying to catch up. Because all the points scored have been us catching up to other people.
Yeah, just a little 2-yard
time.
run there.
That was Elijah Allen.
Had the hole, but
took a hard hit, too. That was Jacob Bynum that hit him first, the junior defensive back, number 4. Handoff. Bobcats have had success on the ground, but this time the offensive line isn't going to be able to hold them back, and they will drive him backwards.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 8, 7-16 and counting. Ball's on the 20.
Gavin Johnson is wide to the left at the bottom of your screen there. All right. Gavin had a breakout game last week, including that touchdown reception and the run after the catch. Play action. English throws for the sideline, throws a bullet, and it's caught.
Jimmy Edwards.
Jimmy Edwards. Good job, Jimmy. Had the layout for it, and he has a couple of yards more than was needed for the first down for the Bobcats.
Well, it looked like Squeaky was trying to fall too, so.
3-man front for the Cooper Cougars. Fake the jet sweep, and they will hand it off to the deep back across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Looks like he picked up about 6 inches there.
Yeah, this Cooper defense is they're stout up front, but they'll have a couple of good plays, and then Bobcats can return it right back to them. They haven't really found a solution.
6:06 and the clock's running.
Not completely anyway. But if we run it up the middle every time, which we won't, it's not going to happen every time. Throwing to the right and to the sideline and out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Another first down for the Bobcats. Oh, but there's a flag on the play.
It's an Olivas restoration and solar penalty.
Didn't see what was called.
Well, I tell you what, whatever it was to the chagrin of Jesse Smith, who's putting out the what? Come on, man, kind of vibe on that.
Well, it was a 5-yarder, so nothing too bad.
Johnson wide left.
But it takes away a great play.
Along with Jesse Smith, of course, and Smith will go in motion. On the run across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Again, the workhorse of Elijah Allen.
Picked up 6 on that play. 3rd and 8, 5:22 left in the second.
Big third down for the Bobcats. So it'd be great if they could eat some clock, get a few first downs. No mistakes. And that was a run to the 30-yard line, right on the 30.
Loss of 2 on the play is what they're saying. It's going to bring up 4th and 10, 4:47.
Well, the Bobcats, after the defense gave them a golden opportunity, once again.
Oh, and Squeak wanted to throw that. He just couldn't get it anywhere.
Cason Rogers into punt. close. Oh, he's down. He springs right back up. There's no flag, though. But still, not a good situation with the ball out of bounds at 34.
They did throw a flag.
Did they? Oh,
There's
okay.
a flag right there.
It's a Leave Us Restoration and Solar penalty flag.
Let's see what it's going to be. Running into the kicker.
But yeah.
Still going to be 4th down. And the official tells the Cooper sideline, nope.
Well, Coach Smith is out on the field.
I think he's going to he's politicking for a roughing.
Yeah.
But clock's ticking, so they want to hurry up and figure out what it is they're going to do. They got to figure some protection out on this punt, because this is twice that they've almost gotten eaten up on the.
Snap is a little high. He will get the punt off. Better result than last time so far. Inside the 30, it'll roll out of bounds right about the 30-yard line. That's where the Cooper Cougars will take over after being solidly stopped by the Central defense.
4:05 left in the second.
After scoring on their first possession with a short field. But the Bobcats, offensively and defensively, have showed a lot of grit so far this week, as they did last week in Amarillo once things stopped being so crazy. But for a while there, it looked like cabin depressurization. You're up 14-0, then boom, wind out of your sails for quite a while. They line up in the single file formation and bust out of it for the 3-4. I like that little trickery. Cummins hits, spins, won't go anywhere after that. Bobcat defense all over him. Sean Scott, number 38, got to him first, along with Perusia.
And that pocket just collapsed on that quarterback.
Jaden Torres-Jackson is in at defensive back number 16 at the bottom of your screen. Had 4 tackles last week. And Torres will get him. He got pushed into him. And yeah, he didn't get around him, though. He kind of used his body just to trip him up. Good job. Jaden Torres-Jackson, the 5'10", 160-pound senior defensive back.
Another first down for Cooper.
He was able to get off that block just good enough to get that stop. Hit near the line, gets out of the first Bobcat he encounters, doesn't get much further than that, as Oscar Herrera couldn't quite wrap him up, but they got him shortly thereafter, and the ball is at the 42.
3:10.
Waning moments of the first half. Can the Cats get a stop and add to their lead here on homecoming night in more ways than one? Well, they can't do that. That's what the Cooper Cougars did to them last season. A long run, and now they're right back with some momentum in a red jersey. Football occurs in chapters. You know, Momentum was wearing a white jersey for a while. It has changed jerseys.
And that was it looked like they went quick, and while we were at replay, we actually stopped them up.
We'll see who called that timeout. Cooper has called one so far.
We called the timeout.
Okay. So that's the first timeout called this half for the Central Bobcats. We'll be back for the last 3 minutes of the first half. It's 15-7. Bobcats lead it. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. Darren Prater and Arlen Ponder here with you. Homecoming night for the Abilene Cooper Cougars, and Central Bobcats have the lead on them, though. Coach Mark Smith, homecoming for him, too, and they're looking to spoil the homecoming night. Bobcats lead 15-7. Central Bobcats football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Thank you for joining us. Been a good game so far. Well, he tried to bounce back the other direction, but one of the unsung heroes, the real men of genius, Luis Aniel Garcia, grabbed a footsie and wouldn't let go.
And that was Peyton Ewing with the run, number 25.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Those are the unsung heroes, the silent assassins, the people that grab hold of a foot or something and just hang on to it until help arrives.
3rd and 11.
Never give up. Pressure. He's going to slide down inside the 40-yard line, inside the 39, as Cummins slides down after a decent little run.
142 and counting.
Are they going to go for it on 4th down? It's 4th and 6 on the 39.
They're lining up to go for it.
Well, they didn't get it the last time they tried it. Cats bringing pressure. Ball is caught and immediately wrapped up. They didn't waste any time. Zayden Norton along with Mason Van Sickle to put the stop on him.
That slot, just a little turnaround, and Van Sickle held on to him.
Xavier Alexander, Cummins' favorite target so far, the senior wide receiver. We hadn't heard from much of him tonight, but that's their guy when they need big plays. Xavier Alexander, the senior, number 3.
So 1:19 left in the first half. They take over on their own 35. We'll see if they air it out here just a little bit.
Van Sickle, 11 tackles and 1.5 tackles for a loss last week. Coach Smith said he has turned into a real leader on this defense. And him and Zayden Norton showed why on that last play. Bobcats, ball back, chance to do something.
Ran out of pass, was caught by Jimmy Edwards.
Boy, is he something. Inside the 30-yard line. Bobcats looking to add to their lead. Can they do it? Squeaky. Flushed out of the pocket, throws sideline, incomplete. 53 seconds.
Still 2 timeouts.
Ball is on the 33.
And I love that they have the digital down markers.
Yeah. Easier to see than the Cooper uniform numbers. Squeaky. Flushed out of the pocket, has 3 guys coming for him, and he has to release it a little earlier than he wanted to on the run, and it goes out of bounds near the 20-yard line.
46 seconds left.
He was trying to hit John Paul Nombrano, the senior.
Looked like he wanted to go to tight end. And those Cougars had it sniffed out there.
Nombrano had a 15-yard gain on a rush last week. Squeaky throwing. He lays out for it, and it's incomplete. And Jimmy Edwards unable to bring that one in. For the Cooper Cougars, Jeremiah Appel, the senior defensive back, on the coverage.
It's going to be 4th and 10, 42 seconds. Ball's on the 33.
They're going for it.
Cooper also has 2 timeouts left.
Darius Hewitt is the back, standing behind and to the left of Squeaky English. 4 receivers in the flight pattern, 3 to the wide side.
And did they get him to jump?
Throw incomplete. 1-on-1. It was Jimmy Edwards. On the coverage again was Jeremiah Appel, the senior. He has the most interceptions on this Cooper defensive squad with 2.
And kudos to that Cooper defense for holding them, but also kudos to them. They looked like they were about to jump off sides and just kept their discipline.
Well, a big old handful of nothing is what the Bobcats got out of that nice-looking drive. Looked nice for a while.
So the Cougars will take over on their own 33 with 34 seconds left.
Time for them to do something.
2 timeouts also.
Keep it on the ground. Ball's on the ground, and the Cats may have it. They do! It's Bobcat football. Luis Aniel Garcia, the junior, comes up with the ball, and he had to fight for it. Look at him go down. He got just a little bit lower.
And who hit him originally? Number 7.
Oh, my goodness. Mason Van Sickle got the ball rolling, so to speak.
Literally.
Almost literally. And that's not something the Cooper Cougars want to happen. Trailing by 8. And this is great field position for a Bobcat offense that's been moving the ball pretty well tonight.
28
Especially
seconds.
on the ground.
That's right. We'll see what they can do with it. They take over on the 37.
Gavin Johnson, Jimmy Edwards, wide to this side of the field. They throw it to the other side. Jesse Smith, who was lined up in the slot position on the right side.
Coach Smith calls a quick timeout.
All right.
And while we've got that timeout, let me give you some more updates. If you're a SAISD fan, you are happy with this. Lakeview Chiefs 42, Lamesa Golden Tornadoes 21 with 4:56 left in the second.
Right.
If you're a Wall Hawk fan, it's halftime out there in Wall Hawk land, 17-0 over the Jim Ned Indians.
You know, this Coopers team returned 8 offensive and 9 defensive starters, so they had a good nucleus on defense, but they lost 27-51, Letterman from last year. And Coach Roan says they need depth, and it's a smaller than normal roster for Cooper as well, and not size-wise, only 44 players.
Yeah, and I'm looking, there's a couple of freshmen I'm looking on their roster that they've pulled up.
Well, they gave Abilene High everything they wanted last week in the Crosstown Showdown. You got to play your best for that kind of pride. They're out of District 2, 5A, and D2 includes Wichita Falls Memorial, Wiley of Abilene, that Wiley, Plainview, Wichita Falls Legacy, and Paladuro. They were 5-7 last season, 3-2 in district. Went out in the second round after beating El Paso Chapin in the first round of the playoffs. They haven't missed the playoffs in a long time. Bobcats looking to get back there. With 22 seconds, they can increase their lead and go to the locker room with a lead at halftime. It's been a while.
Cooper. So Cooper takes their timeout. They didn't like something they saw there.
That will leave them with 1. All right, we'll keep it here so we don't want to miss any of the action.
So here, let me give you another update.
All right.
Ballinger Bearcats 27, TLCA Eagles 6 with 2:43 left in the first half, and that's homecoming night out there at TLCA.
Homecoming. Bobcats homecoming is in 2 weeks against the Waco Lions.
That should be a good game.
Absolutely. It's going to be nice. We also have the Bobcats back at home against Belton next week, which is always a good game. Let's see. Cooper is at Coronado next week, and then at Wichita Falls Memorial for week 1 of district here in a few weeks.
Now, they closed both of those Wichita Falls schools, right? Or is that?
I thought they did.
Does that happen? That's why we have Memorial and Legacy now?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're playing both of them in district along with this Wiley team from Abilene. That's always good. You know,
that
they've
Wiley team is good.
grown into the great teams that they've had and powerhouse they are. Man in motion. That was Gavin Johnson. They go the opposite direction and a vicious hit on the sideline, but the catch is made.
And it's
Smith.
a first down.
First down. Nice catch from Jesse Smith. There's an Olivas Restoration and Solar.
Oh, but there's a
penalty
flag on the play. Illegal shift on the Bobcats, so that's going to take away that first down.
$6A versus $5A, but these teams have played since 1961. It's been a low-key rivalry for a long time. The Bobcats lead the series 27-22-1 since 1961. Last 5 meetings have been decided by 8 points or less, including that win last year in San Angelo Stadium for Cooper at 53-45.
2nd and 13 with 13 seconds left.
Squeaky English to throw. It's in and out of the hands of Jesse Smith. He couldn't bring that one in.
And there's another flag on the play.
And he was trying to plead his case with something. There's an Olivas Restoration and Solar flag.
Kind of got a hit there.
Yeah.
On a defenseless player. Was there a flag? Should have been, but nope, didn't call it, so.
Let's take a look at the Medical Arts Pharmacy incident. Yeah.
Should have been a late hit right there.
He's saying, Trevin Turner put a little hit and shove on him. It's Trevin Turner.
Here we
the
go.
Linebacker. Squeaky throws. Hit immediately, but he makes the grab. And he's not getting up. This could be a cramp situation, though.
That looks like a cramp. Looked like Sports Med right there on him.
Well, Jimmy Edwards made a nice catch and immediately was knocked out of bounds.
And he's up. So that's going to bring up 4th and 5.
There are 3 seconds left on the clock, by the way. 4th and 5 from the 32.
This is where you take off and see how far you can throw it. Didn't see who called that timeout.
Do you throw it up there, Coach? Of course you do. I don't know. You don't say, hey, we've got the lead. Let's just run it or down it and get on.
You know what? I think we just 3 seconds, even if Squeaky was to take it and run backwards a few yards.
If we throw the ball, 3 things could happen and 2 of them are bad.
What was that flag? Oh, timeout. Sorry.
Bobcats have the lead, 15-7. I want to remind you to join us for Bobcats Insider at 7 p.m. and Chiefs Insider at 8 p.m. this coming Monday, live from Shenanigans. We'll be talking to head coach Mark Smith. And, of course, we got to talk to Squeaky English on the Bobcats Insider at Shenanigans last Monday, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we even had Coach Smith's daughter and Coach Martin's daughters and
Squeaky's
sister. You know,
they did their own show.
They did their own show, so you could have tuned in and watched the all-female podcast.
Lots of cuteness. We'll let them do another show this coming Monday. We'll talk to Mark Smith. Thanks to Coach Westcote for coming on with us.
Look at this. What's this going to be?
Okay. They're going to try a field goal, which would be 30.
It's up.
49. Is it? Oh, yeah,
it's good.
He did it. Jackson Kennedy. Oh, excuse me. My bad.
Vaughn?
Evan Vaughn. Sorry.
Look at that.
Evan Vaughn. Can we show it again? I just want to see it again. Good job. Golly.
To end the half.
And that's going to do it. We'll have the Pixelcast Media halftime show coming up here from Shotwell Stadium. But the Bobcats, Evan Vaughn nails the field goal to make it 18-7 here at the half. So far, so good here on homecoming night for the Cougars as they trail 18-7 to your Bobcats. We'll be back. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Save $10,000 on a new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 truck. That's right, you could save $10,000 on a new Sierra Pro Crew Cab. Drive a new GMC Terrain and save $5,000. Or save $5,000 on a new Buick Encore. $10,000 off a new GMC Sierra, $5,000 off a new GMC Terrain, or $5,000 off a new Buick Encore. That's huge savings. Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
Would you like a time lapse of your construction project? Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. Need to check your roof for hail damage but don't want to climb up that rickety ladder? Perhaps you're selling property. We also cover sports and weddings. Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. San Angelo, it's time to invest in your home and protect your future. Olivas Restoration and Solar, your trusted partner in roofing, solar, insulation, and fencing. Call Olivas Restoration and Solar today for your free consultation.
keep her on home turf? Let's see if they had an update here on.
It's 8:22 and my wife is already going to bed.
8:23.
Where's that thing? Let's see if they had a.
It's just for the headset. Email it to you?
Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. This is the Pixelcast Media Halftime Show. We apologize for the audio problems. They're doing the homecoming court as it is homecoming for Abilene Cooper tonight. It's also homecoming for the former Abilene Cooper player, Coach Mark Smith, who came in not with a reunion in mind. He wanted a win, and so far so good as the Central Bobcats lead Abilene Cooper 18-7 as Coach Smith returns to Shotwell Stadium, the place he used to ride his bike around and go up to the fence and say, someday, someday. I bet he didn't say, someday I'll bring a team that's not the one I played for over here to beat them. But that's what he's doing tonight. It started off a little rocky, though. The Bobcats got the ball first, and on the snap there was a fumble picked up by the Abilene Cooper Cougars, which gave them great field position. And it didn't take long for the quarterback Cummins, Austin Cummins, the senior, to throw a touchdown pass. They were up 7-0. Bobcats got their rhythm going on their offense. They were able to hang on to the ball as Squeaky English scored the first touchdown. It's a 23-yard run. He also got a 2-point conversion tonight to put them up 15-7, and then the field goal. But on the second touchdown, he got the 2-point conversion. On the first one, he scored it. Christian Lara scored the last touchdown so far, the second one on the pass from Squeaky English. And Christian Lara gets the touchdown that puts the Bobcats up after that 2-point conversion, 15-7. Then as time runs out at the half, Evan Vaughn did a great job, a 49-yard field goal.
Yeah,
nailed it.
49-yard field goal, and there were a few of us sitting here that went, why are they trying that? But look at that leg he's got. Christian Squeaky is, let's see, he's 6 of 14 for 92 yards. And that's his. Let's see. Cooper is their completion carry. I'm sorry, sorry. I'm trying to find my stat sheet here. Then we go into Central's rushing. Hewitt, 4 carries, 8 yards. Squeaky, 2 carries, 23 yards and a touchdown. Elijah Allen, 10 carries, 46 yards. And then whenever we get into receiving, and these are all courtesy of Moneyball.
Thank you, Moneyball Mike Myers, for doing the numbers for us. Evan Vaughn, that was his first field goal of the season, and he nailed it. That was a nice way to end the first half. And the Bobcats up 18-7.
And here we go. Jimmy Edwards, 3 catches for 57 yards. Jesse Smith, 1 catch for 2 yards, and Gavin Johnson, 1 catch for 12 yards. And then I got to go flip it around. And then Christian Latta, 1 catch for 21 yards and a touchdown. And then Squeaky, they run that swinging gate formation, and he took it in for 2-point conversion. So that was the way you get to 18.
So he's thrown for 1. And he has run in 1 himself, plus the 2-point conversion for Squeaky English. For the Bobcats, they got several stops on 4th down. The defense has played better than they have. I mean, like last week, 4th quarter, they got stop after stop. It's like they found their stride, and they've continued that except for the first drive. Of course, Abilene Cooper had a short side of the field, had a short field to work with. But other than that, the defense has played well. Got a blocked field goal attempt for Mason Van Sickle. And some really good play.
Actually, that block was from Norton.
Okay.
Number 1, Zayden Norton.
That was. And Zayden Norton's had a great game tonight.
He has. And actually, you talk about where Cooper took over. They got that ball on the 18-yard line to score their first touchdown. So that was a easy, quick turnover. However, 2 possessions later, Central runs that kick all the way back, and right after that touchdown, they run it all the way back and end up in Cougar territory at the 49.
They got a fumble as well as the Cougars turned the ball over. Garcia for the Bobcats, the linebacker, was able to get on that fumble. Had to get down there quickly, but he got on the ball, and the Bobcats got one in their favor, and most has gone in their favor this half, or the first half.
Yeah, and you saying a fumble, that was one of the things that caused us to be able to set up and kick that field goal. Was we had turned it over on downs. Cooper got the ball back and immediately fumbled the ball, and we were able to basically turn it in. We got it at their 35, or at our 35, and took it down to the 33, and then they turned it over at the 34.
And all they had to do was just run it a few times, and no more damage would have been done. But they couldn't manage that, and that's a nightmare scenario to fumble like that, just right at the end, when you don't have to give up any points to the other team. And the Bobcats got that 3. Who knows? There's quite a history between these teams, and usually it's 8 points or less that decides the outcome of this ball game between Central and Cooper. Been playing since '61. Last 5 meetings have all been decided by 8 points or less, including that 53-45 Cooper win in San Angelo last year. So this is probably going to be a pretty darn good second half here on homecoming night at Shotwell Stadium for the Cooper Cougars. Can the Cougars get back in this one and beat your Bobcats, or will the Cats get their first win as Mark Smith comes back to his old stomping ground? We'll find out in the second half as we wrap up the Pixelcast Media halftime show. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
EGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
From Shotwell Stadium, Central Bobcats football is presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And you just saw our friends from Schertz Landscape Company. They're bringing you our kickoffs tonight. As the Schertz Landscape Company kickoff to begin the second half is up and away from Evan Vaughn.
And the kick goes out of bounds.
Bounds around the 4-yard line.
That's a mistake you don't want to see.
The Cougars won the toss and deferred to the second half. Quarterback is Austin Cummins. He is a senior. He's thrown for 1 touchdown pass tonight. It didn't take him very long to do it after the Bobcats lost the ball on their first offensive series in 1 play. But since then, things have gone from good to better for the Bobcats. Let's see if the defense can play like they did in the first half.
And while we're waiting for that, halftime there at the stadium in San Angelo, Lakeview Chiefs 42, Golden Tornadoes 28.
And here's the first play from scrimmage. It's going to be a run. He gets out of the grasp of one Bobcat, and he's hit around the 36-yard line, knocked out of bounds. That's Jaden Carrillo, the junior, on that carry. It'll bring up second down.
Picked up 3 on that play.
Wide receiver to the near side, Tayden Bender.
And out there in Wall, they're making it a game. Wall 17, Jim Ned Indians 10.
That's always a rivalry. It's gotten to be more so in the last several years. The back stands to the right of Austin Cummins. Cummins hands it off. He's hit hard, but just powers ahead past the 35 to the 37-yard line.
Number 90, Herrera made it back there pretty quick.
This is 3rd down. 3 and out sure would be nice. 3rd and 2. Ball is on the 38. First possession of the second half. Bobcats lead this one by 11. Nice to have the lead for a while. Hope we can hang on to it. Nice little deception there. And the run on the left side, 40 to the 45-yard line. Well, they'll say he was down at the 43. And that will be enough for a Cooper Cougar first down.
11 minutes left in the third. Also out at the old Lakeview Stadium, TLCA Eagles 6, Ballinger Bearcats 33, halftime.
On first down, Cummins hands off again. A few yards. They'll give him about 2 on the carry. Nice stop for the Bobcats. That's De Los Santos on the carry for the Cooper Cougars.
And they're only going to give him 1. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, Cummins. They run it again. He stood up. Takes a big hit from the Bobcats and gets slammed flat of his back. It's nice gestures. Oscar Herrera helped him up. We get an instant replay of that. The Medical Arts Pharmacy bringing you our instant replays. Take a look at this.
I thought there for a second they went to a 4-man front.
Van Sickle hit him first, and he's the one that stood him up. On third down.
Pressure coming.
Throwing. Caught near midfield. He spins out of one Bobcat tackle. Then he goes down, but not before he gets into Bobcat territory. Down around the 47-yard line.
It's another first down. And they are just moving the ball down the field.
Just methodically doing it, but the Cats aren't giving them any big plays. They haven't so far. Jaden Torres-Jackson goes to the other side. He switches with Zayden Norton, cornerback on the near side.
And I think that's one of the things that they wanted to do is stop giving up the big play.
Flag down.
False start.
Got to be on the Cooper Cougars, and it will back them up.
So we're tied at 1 apiece in penalties.
Olivas Restoration and Solar bringing you the penalties for this evening.
9:13 left in the third.
Oh, they're going to switch sides again with Torres coming this way and Zayden Norton on the opposite side.
And they are all tied up at 17 out there in Wall.
3-man front. Garcia on the left side. Looks like he wants to bring it on this one, and he will. Toward the middle, but he gets knocked down. They'll still cut off Cummins, but he's going to reverse directions, get a block, and still have some breathing room, but not for long. Oh, he waited too long. I think that was the find out stage as Jacob Jackson, like a missile, came in there and put Cummins down on the turf.
Look at this.
All right, he avoided the blitz.
He ran about 50 yards.
Nice.
Look at that. Oh, that's the way you want him to tackle.
Boy, he closed in on him fast. And I say like a missile. He's like, no, let's go ahead and end this and don't let him go all the way across the other side of the field.
Brings up 2nd and 22.
Bobcat defense looking stout. And that's a good tackle there from Mason Van Sickle, the junior linebacker.
8 minutes.
Just a good, simple way you're supposed to do it tackle.
Well, and one thing Coach Smith talked about was how Van Sickle has become the leader, and those other players are gravitating to him.
Davis Darby is in the game at linebacker.
Finding his tribe, I think, was the best way we could probably say it.
Cummins to throw, has time. Closing in on him. He gets rid of the ball, and it's high and incomplete. It will land out of bounds. Taden Bender was the only Cougar in the vicinity. It was way too tall for him anyway. So it's 4th down.
4th and 19.
How about the wrecking crew in orange?
I'm telling you, he keeps saying he wants them to get a name for themselves.
And tonight would be a good time to do it. Let's stop this nonsense and get that win. But we have a lot of football to play. 7:22 left to go in the third quarter. Cooper Cougars ready to punt. You'll get it away from the 35. Will be returned. He secures it, gets across the 25, and a little more than that. That was Jimmy Edwards on the return. Central Bobcats lead it 18-7. Looked kind of bleak after a fumble and a short field for the Cougars. They scored in a few plays, take a 7-0 lead, but the Bobcats came right back. Got a blocked field goal of their own. They recovered a fumble.
Jimmy Edwards with that return, number 18.
Squeaky Edwards,
Squeaky
English.
Edwards.
One of the most profound things he said on Bobcats Insider Monday at Shenanigans, he said, what was going through your mind when all the interceptions and all the bad stuff happened? He said, don't make it worse. That's a good philosophy. Don't make it worse. After fumbling on the first play, they haven't made it worse. Squeaky throws to the right, has a completion. He gets to the outside and pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line is Jesse Smith. Second down for the Bobcats.
Second down and 3. 7:07.
3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top, the short side. Edwards had 2 touchdown receptions last week. Just past the 35-yard line.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Elijah Allen. As we have Chase Cole to Uta Kalamafani. Some of the linemen for the Bobcats who don't get enough praise. Ethan Boyd is out there as well. An experienced offensive line as Squeaky changes direction, finds a place to run, steps out of a tackle. Squeaky working his magic. 15, 10, 5. Can Squeaky do it? Yes! Yes! Alpha Paving touchdown. Squeaky English. You got to account for him. Well, they almost had him in the backfield. He steps out of another tackle, and look at the speed on him as Jeremiah Appel. He's a fast guy. Couldn't close in on him in time.
64-yard touchdown run there.
Wow. Squeaky English, who said don't make it worse, has made things better. More than once tonight.
And that's a maturing process. We've seen him play. He's a 3-year starter. We've seen him mature over the years where he's not thinking I've got to do everything on my own. He's actually doing.
This is Evan Vaughn, who has the 49-yard field goal tonight, but this
boink.
Yeah.
Doinked it
hit
off
the upright on the left side.
Yep. So.
Okay, where did the doink happen? On the left side. There's a doink. Yeah. Well, still, 49-yard field goal. He's having a good game. Has another, he made his first one, so we'll be back 24/7. Reason to smile for Bobcat fans here at Shotwell Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Save 10.
Back at Shotwell Stadium, you're watching Central Bobcats football live on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Kickoffs tonight brought to you by Shirts Landscape Company. The Bobcats have the lead over the Cooper Cougars 24-7 here with 6:14 to go in the third. Squeaky English got out of a tackle in the backfield, then turned on the Jets. Outran everybody to the goal line for a Bobcat touchdown. The extra point, though, was no good, but still, having made the two-point conversion earlier, it's 24-7. Bobcats lead Abilene Cooper. Shirts Landscape Company kickoff comes down around the 1-yard line and will be returned. Going across the field, and he won't get out of the grasp of Gavin Johnson, who grabbed him, wrapped him up, put him on the turf. By the numbers. Yeah, he tried to go across the field. The Bobcats ran him down. They've had problems with that in the last couple of seasons, of being there in place to make a stop like that, to just stop somebody, and they end up missing the tackle or the dreaded arm tackle, and they get free. But those one-on-one situations tonight, the Bobcats have come out on top and have made the stop and stopped them quickly. Cummins is the quarterback. He hands off. He's just past the 20. As the halfback carries, that is Peyton Ewing.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out why all of my devices just all of a sudden went dead. It helps to plug in the power strip.
I might need to plug a few things in myself. Ewing leads the Cougars' rushing attack coming in. He had 124 yards and a touchdown. Cummins throws, has to go up for it. He has in the flat, past the 20, out of one tackle, another tackle, and then he's brought down by somebody who's going to have to come out. I think it was Cason Rogers. Let's see.
Looked like number 28.
Cason Rogers, Jr. Let's see. So he catches the short pass, tries to come across.
Catches his helmet. And
yeah, he caught his helmet.
Runs
caught the ball
right outside.
Carrier. Nice tackle.
But not before they pick up a first down.
We know it could have been worse.
Yeah.
Like last season, they scored in what? On first third down on a run. We're not letting them get away from us. That time it was a little dicey. If we finally get him out of bounds, he'll go out at the 38-yard line.
Garcia, number 33, with the clothesline.
And in a show of sportsmanship, Xavier Alexander helps Zayden Norton get his shoulder pads under his jersey. Adhering to the dress code. That's a good young man.
And the Bobcats just got away with one. Cooper could have caught us with a lot of men on the field.
Right. Or did they? Oh, they called
we called timeout.
Bobcats call a timeout. We'll be back. Bobcats lead at 24-7 here at Shotwell Stadium in Abilene. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Shirts
Save $10,000 on a new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 truck. That's right, you could save $10,000 on a new Sierra Pro Crew Cab. Drive a new GMC Terrain and save $5,000. Or save $5,000 on a new Buick Encore. $10,000 off a new GMC Sierra, $5,000 off a new GMC Terrain, or $5,000 off a new Buick Encore. That's huge savings. Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Back at Shotwell Stadium, San Angelo Central leads Abilene Cooper 24-7 with just under 5 minutes to go in the third. On first down, Cougars with the ball after the Bobcat timeout. He's going to hang on to it, and he won't get far as he gets rudely put on the turf by the Bobcats. Ricardo Peruskia is there to slam him to the turf. Let's see who else got in on that. Ewing has over 100 yards tonight, but that was the keeper. Davis Darby, number 6. Also in on that tackle. Got a little bit of cushion, and he makes the catch. That's Xavier Alexander, the senior, brought
There's
down
a flag on
immediately.
the play.
Olivas Restoration and Solar.
Legal man downfield.
For the Cougars.
It's going to bring up second and really long.
On second down, Cummins sets to throw. That's an instant replay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking.
Did we do that late? Because I thought surely the same thing didn't happen twice.
Oh, it happened twice. Yep.
Well, I mean, you run the same play
Glitch in the matrix.
Such a good play.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Matrix got us again.
2nd and 16.
Bobcats
4
rush
minutes.
3. Yep, 4 to go here in the third, and out of bounds on the reception, but he got it, though. And that's a catch for Xavier Alexander.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Oh, hold on. Out there in Grape Creek, they're making it a game. Grape Creek 22, Bangs Dragons 27 with 8:21 left in the fourth.
Third down. Bobcats trying to
Blitz
get
is
him
on.
off the field. He gets hit. Somehow he got away from him, even though he was right in front of him. He throws, and that is caught. That's a good play. And that's a good catch from Xavier Alexander. They're looking more his way. He was their number 1 guy coming in.
And that's another.
Oh, right up the middle. Got to him. Somehow he got out of it.
Nice catch right along that sideline.
It was Logan Cowley.
Keeps that drive alive.
Up the middle, spins out of 1 tackle. They've got to wrap him up, and they don't in 2 tries. Finally, they gang tackle him, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line of the Bobcats.
I tell you what, he has. Is that Carrillo? Number 6 running the ball?
Yeah, Jaden Carrillo.
Yep, he's in at quarterback. That was him.
So in for Cummins, Jaden Carrillo. He's one of their top guys, though.
So Van Sickle missed him, came back and cleaned up and got the tackle.
Never gave up on the play.
2:49 and counting.
Right side, big hole. Runs into some Bobcats and goes down at the 33-yard line.
Ran into Jackson Kennedy, number 9 there, but not before he picks up another first down. And we have a player down.
Oh, no.
Not a Bobcat, sorry.
Bobcats hope to have Colton Hill back in a few weeks.
Yeah, it's a Bobcat player down. Can't afford to lose any more off that defensive side.
No, we sure can't.
Look at all those
offense either.
Look at all those fans making the drive, and somewhere in that mix is my daughter.
The last time we were here is when Central played Abilene High a couple of years ago, and it was so cold we really we had to sit outside to do the broadcast.
Yeah, we were late getting everything in. They were working on the press box, and we ended up we'd call a play, and then we'd run and stand beside the buses as they.
Lucky we didn't get carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah,
but then what? It was a tough night, but we were grinding for the Bobcats.
We were, but then last year we called a couple of games there in the playoffs.
We sure did.
And I got to tell you, best food that we had all year long from those ladies in the press box.
Yeah, they take care of you for sure.
Cooking
chili
for
pies
us.
And all.
We had chili dogs one night, and the next night we had Frito pie.
Mm-hmm. Usually I eat a diet of twisted metal and steel, which is also what I'm made of.
And
I did something different that night.
That was Zayden Norton, number 1, that was injured on that play.
Oh, no. He was having such a good game. Had a good game last week.
So it looks like
Say it isn't so.
Torres Jackson has come in, number
Okay.
16.
He's been in quite a bit tonight.
And he comes up with the tackle.
Nice tackle by Jaden Torres Jackson, the 5'10", 160-pound senior.
And
Let's
another
watch this.
first down.
Bobcats blitz from the outside. There's the catch.
I figured they would have gone for a go route since he was new in there.
Clock will be under 2 minutes by the time they snap it here in the third. First down. Bobcats still have the lead. They've managed to keep Cooper out of the end zone the entire half and most of the ball game.
And that was a read option. And he didn't see who that backer was coming in.
Ricardo was that guy. Number 25. Ricardo Perusia. He wasn't the only one, though. Luis Daniel Garcia was in on that.
And a lot of young kids on this defensive side of the ball.
And it's encouraging. They've been playing well. I mean, the Cougars haven't scored since their first drive.
Yeah, so basically pitched a shutout thus far.
And they scored quickly, so it's been since, 10 minutes left in the first
Flag
quarter?
on the play. What's it going to be?
Levis
False
Restoration
start.
Solar. Penalty, a false start.
And that's what bringing that bandit or whatever we're calling it.
Yeah, I'll tell
bringing
you.
that bandit up and having him blitz that many times, you get that tight end. I mean get that tackle starting to flinch and wanting to get out there to try to make that block. Yeah, we're calling it a bandit.
Yeah, that's
Yep. Different terminologies. We call it a sniper sometime.
snap on second down.
Brought down by number 90, Herrera.
Second and 15, Herrera makes the stop. On Peyton Ewing, who has over 100 yards rushing tonight. I was going to say something to you here a second. They have Jaden Torres Jackson and Davis Darby as the Bandits on the roster.
30 seconds left in the third.
Their nickel formation with the Bandits. Cummins has the snap. Cummins throws, does not get it to the man. I was expecting that slant, and he wasn't there.
Hold on. False start again.
Again.
Well, that's their fourth penalty of this half. Replay third down. Makes it 3rd and 13 with 8 seconds left.
Pass was off the mark to Xavion Alexander. He'll be wide to the right. Has plenty of time as Cummins cocks the cannon and fires it and has a completion in space. Close to the 10-yard line. It'll be a first down, not quite a first and goal, inside the Angelo MRI red zone.
And I just got a text from the little ponder that says, I'm on the 30-yard line, by the way.
Oh. Here's the throw.
He just laid down in that soft spot in that zone. Another first down.
Again, Xavion Alexander has really come to life.
And that's the end of the third.
So that's it. Well, can the Bobcats hang on and make Mark Smith's homecoming happier than the actual Cooper homecoming? We will see. It's 24-7 after 3. One more to go from Shotwell Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
One more. One more to go as we get ready to begin the fourth quarter. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. I'm Darren Prater. Arlen Ponder is alongside. Homecoming night for the Abilene Cooper Cougars as an old friend returns to the big country. Former Cooper Cougar Mark Smith. His Bobcats, just like the Cooper Cougars, looking for their first win of the season. And wouldn't it be sweet if Coach Smith could spoil the homecoming of the team that he used to play for and make his homecoming a little happier? We'll find out. 24-7, so far so good. Abilene Cooper hasn't scored since the first couple of minutes of the first quarter. And the Bobcats will get the ball carrier from behind and corral them right into more Central Bobcats. That was Oscar Herrera that got him first. Second down for the Cooper Cougars. They've been threatening. They have been pretty bottled up by the Bobcats, except a long throw from Cummins to Xavion Alexander that gave him a first down near the 10. On second down, Cummins is going to run. He has room and he has a touchdown. It's an Alpha Paving touchdown. That's not Cummins, that's Jaden Carrillo, who they put in recently. Jaden Carrillo on the keeper. He managed to get around Riley Owens and was able to find his way into the end zone for the first Cooper touchdown in quite a while. Putting themselves back into the ball game as we have just begun the fourth and final quarter. Kyler Wheeler. Bobcats blocked a field goal attempt from him earlier, and he gets this PAT. It is good. 24-14, Bobcats of Central still hanging on to a 10-point lead with 11-17 to go in the ballgame here at Shotwell. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Save $10,000 on a new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 truck. That's right, you could save $10,000 on a new Sierra Pro Crew Cab. Drive a new GMC Terrain and save $5,000. Or save $5,000 on a new Buick Encore. $10,000 off a new GMC Sierra, $5,000 off a new GMC Terrain, or $5,000 off a new Buick Encore. That's huge savings. Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Kickoffs brought to you by Schertz Landscape Company. 24-14 here in the fourth quarter. The Cooper Cougars just scored to get within 10, but the Bobcats of Central still have the lead by 10.
And they tried a little onside kick there. And smart play. I believe that was number 8 that they're showing Jackson.
Jacob Jackson. Uh-oh, screen just went out. Well, there it goes. It's back.
No. Hey, I told you it was going to be a game out there. If this is correct, with 5:44 left, the Grape Creek Eagles are up 30-27 over the Bangs Dragons.
Sounds like a good game. Squeaky English hands off to the middle across the 45 to the 48-yard line. Nice little gain on the run. That is Darius Hewitt, the sophomore, at 5'9", 180.
.55 left in the fourth.
And Darius Hewitt, I was trying to give you some more numbers on him, which I will in a minute.
Central just going to take their time.
No need to get in a hurry. 10:40 to go. Plenty of time left, but with a 10-point lead, no reason to rush things.
Bleed that clock just a little bit.
and they've had success on the ground. They want to keep it up to the 49 and into Cooper territory. It's Darius Hewitt again.
And one of the things you want to like doing, especially if you're ahead, that's why I think Coach Smith wants to play that bully ball, is you can run that ball, you can control that clock.
He only got the ball a few times last week, did Hewitt. Elijah Allen has been the workhorse.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Lakeview 49, Lamesa 35.
Hewitt and John Paul Nombrano both have a lot of promise. As Squeaky throws to the left, the ball is caught by Jesse Smith. He goes out of bounds.
No, he must have stayed inbounds.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yep, clock's still running, 9:37.
Just about a yard, less than a yard on the pitch and catch there.
It's going to be 4th and 3.
If you're the Bobcats, just punting it away would be a good idea. Get some good field position. Make them earn it. Well,
yeah,
but I'm not the coach. And, Coach Smith said he's going to be the riverboat gambler sometimes. It's homecoming. It's his homecoming.
Well, and punts haven't been the best. This looks like it's going to be a pooch.
High one, and Squeaky gets it away. Good job by English. It's going to take a straight-up bounce and a little bit of a Cooper bounce to the 27-yard line. As Jesse Smith grabs a hold of it, and it's down at the 27. Cooper Cougars trailing by 10 here in this 6A, 5A matchup as Coach Smith and the Bobcats look to put a damper on the homecoming festivities because it's his homecoming too. Thanks for joining us on Concho Sports Network. Wall Hawks, Lakeview Chiefs, you can watch them as well. And watch all the games together at once. Mm-hmm.
It looks like those Wall Hawks were pitching a shutout. It was 17-0. Jim Nett has scored 24 unanswered points. So with 5:35 left, it is 24-17.
Handoff right side, not much there. The Bobcats get the stop quickly on Peyton Ewing. Two receivers to the near side, one to the far side.
Taking a lot of time. Clock's running, 8:33. Second and 10.
Throwing and complete past the 30-yard line. Run out of bounds that time by Jaden Torres-Jackson, the senior. With some other Bobcats in the vicinity. Tried to go one way and saw a wall of white jerseys and thought, well, the sideline's probably my best bet.
And smart move. He runs out of bounds. 8:19, stops the clock.
3rd and 4, ball is on the 33. Cooper scored a touchdown for the first time since the early moments of the game on their last possession. Here they go. Committed to the run still. But you got to watch that pass. That was Peyton Ewing. Is what they did on the last drive. Run, and think you got him stopped, then complete the ball to somebody in space.
You know what? They're saying it's a first down, but it is 4th and 1.
Officially, hang on.
Hold on. Let's see.
Scoreboard says first. Field says no.
Oh, and he just signaled first down, so it is a first down.
So that'll move the sticks for the Cooper Cougars, trying to stay alive.
Looked like he may have needed to pull the old, Sterator and pull out the card to see if it was a first down or not.
3 receivers, balls in the middle of the field. Throws, completes it with a little bit of cushion. And when they have a little bit of cushion, they have success. He breaks free. Can't get him on that one. He went by a ton of Bobcats. The best chance at it was from Jackson Kennedy. Couldn't hold on to him this time.
Well, that was just...
Well, what a cut that was.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Jackson Kennedy just
5.
about got him.
And he just says, I'll run out of bounds. I'm tired.
Finally, it's Kason Rogers who kind of corrals him out of bounds. And a big gain on the completion. Xavier Alexander. We didn't say his name that much in the first half, but he's their guy in the air. Plus, Ewing quietly has over 100 yards tonight on the ground. To pass, Jaden Carrillo, and he throws a touchdown pass. It's an Alpha Paving touchdown. Oh, Lordy. This is the Medical Arts Pharmacy instant replay. They run, they run, they run. They complete these short passes. Nice pass. Hit him right in the hands. Carrillo with the touchdown pass. And he has been in the quarterback for a while, taking over for Austin Cummins.
Another 23-yard touchdown. Kick is up and
Xavier
good.
Alexander. Kick is up and it's good from Kyler Wheeler. This just became interesting. 7:47 to go. Plenty of time. Plenty of ball game left. It's 24-21. Central still leads it by 3. And they're hanging on, but this should be a fantastic finish here on homecoming night. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape,
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Our kickoffs tonight brought to you by Schertz Landscape Company. Darren Prater and Arlen Ponder here for Concho Sports, and things just got interesting. After leading 24-7, the Central Bobcats have a 3-point lead as the Abilene Cooper Cougars have scored 14 unanswered points here in the second half. They're kicking off now with the Schertz Landscape Company kickoff. And it will sail out of bounds. There's the flag. Bobcat defense has played very well, but there have been a few plays, big plays that get them.
Yeah, and it was just that one play that had him run out of bounds. That he caught the ball, 5 different missed tackles, set him up at the 23 for that touchdown.
No, they're going to put the ball at the 39-yard line.
And are you kidding me? The Wall Hawks have come back to win. I think there's 6 seconds left on the clock. The score is 25-24. Wall went for a 2-point conversion rather than the extra point.
Man.
Wow. Nail biter out there.
Bobcats with a first down and good field position. As they hand off, he's immediately wrapped up and will just barely get anything at all. Bobcats have been committed to the run largely tonight and had some success at it. That's Elijah Allen who's been the workhorse.
And they're going to need to put together a couple of first downs here.
Don't forget that Christian Lara has a touchdown reception as tight end tonight. Stribling, the other tight end, is in on the left side. He joins Gavin Johnson, who's wide to the left. We need a good old Gavin Johnson down the sideline catch. Squeaky to throw, steps up, throws a bullet, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Edwards couldn't bring it in. That was a good coverage from Jeremiah Appel, the senior defensive back that time.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. Looks like Squeaky threw that ball behind him. If he'd have let him a little more, I think he'd have caught it, and we may have had a race to the end zone.
3rd down, it's a big one for the Bobcats with 6:55 to go. It's 3rd and 11 from the 39. English, pump fake, looking. Did he get the pass away? Yes. Incomplete.
And that pump fake, tried to get him to bite up. They didn't bite. They stayed with him, faked out at the cameraman, but
he was trying to hit Jimmy Edwards. It is 4th down.
Luckily, that wasn't intercepted.
It's either Cason Rogers or Jackson Kennedy.
6:48.
Xavier Alexander, Jaden Carrillo. Usually the return team, they're just going to keep everybody up and nobody back. And
we're going to have a penalty.
Yep. Goes out at the 45-yard line or just shy of it.
And I guess we're not going to have a penalty.
They're going to have good field position. And it's scary that we can stop them, and then they'll have a pass or a long run that we just can't, in 4 or 5 tries, we can't tackle them. They've done so good most of the game, but there are some of those plays where we just can't seem to even grab a foot or just hang on for dear life.
Final, yep, they're in Wall, 25-24, Wall. Last second touchdown.
Bobcats clinging to a 3-point lead. Cougars run to the right side. They're into Bobcat territory down at the 48-yard line.
Need to do a couple of things. Keep him in bounds. Let him run. You want to run east to west? Run east to west.
Peyton Ewing again with the carry.
6:19 and counting.
Major de los Santos is slot to the left for Cooper. Xavier Alexander's at the bottom of your screen. Watch out for him.
Since Carrillo's come in, this offense has gotten a little bit of cook to them.
Gabriel Rodriguez, the defensive back on this side. And they're going to get a huge chunk of yards thanks to Xavier Alexander again, who's had a great second half. Here's the Medical Arts Pharmacy instant replay. Once again, gets away from 1, 2. Finally knocked out of bounds by Jackson Kennedy. First down just shy of the 25-yard line for Abilene Cooper. Looking to take the lead here with 5:51 to go in the ball game. On the 26, the ball is on the 26.
Their last 2 touchdowns have been 23 yards. 23-yard scamper and a 23-yard pass. Officials timeout. Now he's winding the clock.
They've had a field goal blocked by the Bobcats earlier this evening in the first half. There's the throw, sideline, got a man in, he won't get there. It was overthrown, even though he was open.
Look at this replay. Did he force himself out? No, he didn't step out of bounds. I thought he went out of bounds. So he couldn't have caught the ball. .545.
2nd and 10. Cooper Cougars.
Oh, and that's a block in the back.
To the right side, and the flag goes down.
I think we're going to get that block in the back.
Olivas Restoration Solar bringing you penalties tonight.
Personal foul. Yep. Doing the Billy Goat. They were ramming heads there.
Button heads.
Button heads.
See Coach Cope in the background.
Oh, blindside block is what they got him for. That was it. Now that I see it, wasn't a block in the back. It was a blindside block.
15-yard penalty.
Makes it 2nd and 24 with 5:38.
Bobcats 2nd and 24. Don't let them do something huge and get it all back at once.
Ball's on the 40.
On 2nd down. Jaden Carrillo gets a low snap as it skips along the turf. He finally grabs it. He will get rid of the ball as he's hit and goes down, and it will go out of bounds. Incomplete. Brings up third down.
3rd and 24.
Somebody was right on his face, or right in his face, as he figured out that he wasn't going to get far. So the low snap that let the ball skip across the turf, he had to bring that under control, and by that time the Bobcats were bearing down on him. And there are the cheerleaders. That's the Cooper Cougar cheerleaders. It's homecoming night for them, so it's a big night. Hopefully not a big night for comebacks, but they've done a heck of a job so far. 14 unanswered points in the second half.
And we're going to have a timeout, Cooper. That's their second, so they should have one left. Or wait, I'm sorry. I mismarked it. It is both teams are going to have 2 left.
Well, Bobcat fans, want to let you know if you're in the market for a new car or truck, go see the folks at Mitchell Automotive Group, Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road, and Mitchell Buick GMC on Sherwood Way. And did you know that Concho Sports is a Pixelcast media brand? All the content you see from Concho Sports, including these broadcasts, is produced by San Angelo's own Pixelcast Media. No better way to get your story out to the world than with video, and no one does it quite like Pixelcast Media. So if you'd like to expand your brand in San Angelo and West Texas, give us a call, 325-486-0300. That's Pixelcast Media, 486-0300. And ask for our designer, Bobby Trendy.
You know, every time you say that commercial, I always think of the Nobody Does It Better.
Nobody does it better.
Yep.
That was in a James Bond movie.
That was.
Spy Who Loved Me.
Spy Who Loved Me. Look at you. Not only can you listen to football, you can get music trivia too.
3rd and 24. Ball is on the 40. Trying to keep everybody in front of him, and Carrillo's going to run it. Carrillo will get inside the 25-yard line. He goes out at 24. Here's the Medical Arts Pharmacy instant replay.
And they just, okay, you can run it,
fine,
but we're going to keep everything in front of us.
Mm-hmm. So it's 4th and 7. They did cut down the yardage needed, though, big time on that run, but you still don't want to let people get past you. Want to keep them in front of you, and they did that time, but that also allows for a lot of space for him to run. 4 receivers, 3 to the wide left side, 1 to the right.
This is not an instant replay.
Carrillo throws. It's going to be close. Well, no, it won't. He got out of a tackle. Oh.
This is live. It's not instant replay.
The old demon strikes again. Couldn't bring him down at first contact. And a good job on the reception and the first down. At the 11-yard line.
4:54 and counting.
Inside the Angelo MRI red zone. First and 10 from the 11. Clock is at 4:38, 37.
6 seconds on the play clock. And who called the timeout?
Oh, somebody went running off the field quickly.
Well, Cooper called the timeout because there was 1 second left on the play clock. They could have snapped the ball and got extra yardage because we had multiple players on the field.
So it's 1st and 10. Ball is on the 11. Cooper Cougars looking to take the lead for the first time since three offensive plays for them, about 4 or 5 plays into the ball game. And then they got on a hot streak in the second half. As the Bobcats, the offense has run cold. The defense has played well, but they've been on the field a lot tonight, Arlen, in the second half especially.
They have, and I think they're just worn out. It's hot. It's humid.
Central scored 31 unanswered points to charge back into the game before finally falling by 3 to the Sandys of Amarillo.
Okay, kudos to those Grape Creek Eagles. 38, Bangs Dragons 27, final.
All right. Way to go, Grape Creek. Here's the snap.
Flags.
The throw as the flags go down.
Incomplete.
Olivas restoration and solar penalty.
Pass was to number 2, Johnson, defended by number, I believe, 17.
Yeah, that's Gabriel Rodriguez, the junior.
Illegal motion, so that's going to back them up.
They've done everything they can to hurt themselves on these drives penalty-wise. The Abilene Cougars have.
It backed them up to the 16. Okay, 2nd and 15. 4:24 left in the game.
Cougars looking to take that lead, but the Bobcats have a chance to hold him. Boy, he snapped his head back on that one. That was straightforward hit. It wasn't helmet to helmet, though, but still a tough run inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it down at the 7-yard line.
Lead them with 2nd and 2.
Peyton Ewing is tough.
2nd and 6. Yeah, Ewing's tough.
He can take a hit for sure. Zaylen Johnson wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Throwing, it's caught. That's going to be a touchdown, and the Bobcats will relinquish their lead to the Cougars on that one. It's an Alpha Paving touchdown for Abilene Cooper. They have owned the second half. Let's take a look. This is Jaden Carrillo to the lone receiver on the left side. That is Zaylen Johnson. And Johnson scores for the Abilene Cooper Cougars. Looking to take a 4-point lead here. High snap. One of the Bobcats is got his hand on it. Either Van Sickle or Gabriel Rodriguez.
Got that block.
The snap was high, and they got it under control, and one of the Bobcats got through there. So it's a 3-point game. It's a one-possession game. We'll be back with the finale, 3:41 to go, 27-24. The Cougars have taken a late lead here at homecoming night at Shotwell Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Save $10,000 on a new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 truck. That's right. You could save $10,000 on a new Sierra Pro Crew Cab. Drive a new GMC Terrain and save $5,000. Or save $5,000 on a new Buick Encore. $10,000 off a new GMC Sierra. $5,000 off a new GMC Terrain. Or $5,000 off a new Buick Encore. That's huge savings. Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. It's homecoming night. And your Bobcats all of a sudden trail the Abilene Cooper Cougars 27-24 after having a big lead at halftime. Bobcats football presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Our kickoff's brought to you by Schertz Landscape Company. Cougars, Zaylen Johnson on the reception of the touchdown pass that put them in the lead. We'll see if the Bobcats can answer with 3:41 to go in the ball game. They have 2 timeouts.
Lots of time, and we saw Vaughn make that 50 or 49-yard kick.
Yeah, so we know that with it being a one-possession game, if the Bobcats need him, that he can make long field goals. That's Evan Vaughn, the senior.
I think we're going to have to see some doses of squeaky English.
Yeah. You know, the thing is, the Bobcats had them at 3rd and really, really long. And on 3rd down, they got almost all of it except for 7 yards. Then they were able to get the first down. So they had them at 3rd and forever and gave them more than half of it back. But plenty of time to score with 3:41 and 2 timeouts here at Shotwell. Left side handoff as he tries to turn the corner. Elijah Allen is taken down quickly by the Cooper Cougars. Ball is on the 26-yard line.
Allen looked up there and had nothing but red shirts in front of him.
Jesse Smith in motion. Play action from Squeaky, who may run it. Putting some moves on him. Arm tackle, he gets out of it, but he will not escape the next one. That was Cannon Adams, the junior linebacker that got the stop on Squeaky English. Here's the Medical Arts Pharmacy instant replay.
Squeak looked like he wanted to throw it. Then he just pulled it down and just managed to weave his way through.
He got out of the grasp of Trevin Turner.
And we missed the play on that instant replay. It was a run. I think it was Elijah Allen, number 20.
Did Elijah get the 3rd and 1?
Right
yes,
up the middle.
Did.
He got the first down.
Elijah Allen, the workhorse. Got a lot of carries last week and this week. 16 for 82 last week, 176 yards on the season coming in. There's the throw. It's incomplete, intended for Jimmy Edwards. And good coverage on the play from Jeremiah Appel, the senior defensive back.
I think that ball was tipped.
Appel may have gotten a hand on it.
Squeaky's throwing behind those receivers. As they're coming across that slant, he's got to lay it out there in front of them a little bit more.
Kasner Stribling is in on the right. English on 2nd and 10 from the 37. 2:25 to go. Squeaky feels the pressure. Squeaky dumps it off. It's incomplete. It's out of the Jimmy Edwards couldn't come back far enough to get to it. I think there was some miscommunication.
Well, and Squeaky's trying to throw that also on the run, going to the opposite side. Or I'm sorry, he's not left-handed. So going to his.
Well, I think he was just running for his life.
I think so, too.
Got rid of it. Jimmy Edwards looked a little frustrated. Big play, 3rd and 10. Ball from the 37. Bobcats trailing by 3. Going to keep it. Squeaky sneaky. 40 steps out of a tackle. 50 still going. This is what a leader does. Inside the 25-yard line. English getting the crowd fired up. Big time playmaker. Did what he had to do when he had to do it.
Nice block there to keep him from getting sacked in the backfield. Nice move.
He got around Kamari Titus, the safety. Couldn't wrap him up.
Could have got a couple more downfield blocks.
The way he steps out of tackles and avoids tackles is amazing, with very subtle movement. Throws to the left.
Incomplete.
That is incomplete, intended for Jimmy Edwards. Jathan Diaz is in on the offensive line. Number 64. Stribling is out there. Junior is out there.
And again, Squeaky threw that ball behind his receiver.
Israel Martinez, number 72. On the right side of that offensive line. Smith in motion. He'll get the carry. Smith, a little room to run, and he will almost have a first down inside the 15-yard line. And that will put the Bobcats into the Angelo MRI red zone. 147 and counting.
That's Jesse Smith, the sophomore.
Mm-hmm. How about that? How about them apples?
Oh, and look at this. Here's that formation that we love.
Single file.
They all line up. It's just a big bunch.
Looks like the old straight T and the veer dive here. Squeaky English. Can he squeak through? He does. Gets right through the crowd for a nice little gain inside the 10-yard line for English on the keeper. Coming off the bottom of that pile was Kyler Price, number 75.
And I love this formation. It's basically just find a hole and go in it.
Price along with Chase Cole were able to impose their will on some Cougars on that play.
Got the beef up there. Look at that. Loaded up.
Squeaky looking, throwing, got a man wide open. It's caught. That's an Alpha Paving touchdown. Is that Mason Van Sickle?
That was Mason Van Sickle, number 7.
He just, not enough just to play great defense.
Look at that.
Van Sickle on the reception for the touchdown out of the straight T shotgun.
And then you couldn't see it. It wasn't on our camera. It was on their camera. Van Sickle goes over to the sidelines and gets nailed by one of the coaches.
Oh, did Coach Cope come up?
I don't know who it was. I just saw him. He was laying on the ground, and the coach is picking him up.
Oh, me, oh, my. And that formation they ran out of with the tight ends and the just three backs lined up, that's Mark Smith being him and Coach Wes Cope being crazy. I mean, that's something. That's different. That's definitely, as Jordan Peterson would say, that's not nothing. That's something. That's definitely something.
And I love that formation because who would have thought they were going to throw out of it? You hadn't seen them throw out of it all year, and now they've thrown out of it. And we talked to Coach Smith about just adding a little piece onto the cake and adding a little piece, a little layer, opening up that playbook a little more.
Van Sickle, I had to check and check again. Like, wow.
Yeah.
That's something. Coach talked about what a light he was on defense and how he'd become a leader. And then he goes and does this on offense. That's awesome. Squeaky English gets another touchdown throw as well. Shirts Landscape Company bringing you kickoffs, and now it's nail-biter time. They have one timeout left. The Cooper Cougars do. The Bobcats have 2. 54 seconds left on the clock. Can the Bobcats close the show and get their first win since week 2 of last season? First win for Coach Mark Smith. Here where he once dreamed of playing football and did play football. Can he come back for homecoming and get the win? We'll see. Here's the Shirts Landscape Company kickoff to the Cougars. The return reverses direction, doesn't have any kind of blockers out in front, and they will corral him to the sideline. That was Jaden Torres-Jackson pushing him to the sideline.
48 seconds, and here with 3:31 left in the fourth quarter, the Lakeview Chiefs 55, the Lamesa Tornadoes 42.
All right.
And if you are a TLCA fan, you're not going to like this. 4 minutes left in the fourth. TLCA Eagles 6, Ballinger Bearcats 61. They are putting it on them.
Ballinger has a pretty salty team this season.
That'll make Ballinger 3-0 after going, what was it, 0-10 last year?
Uh-huh.
Or 0-11 last year?
I'll be.
That
lot of good feelings in Ballinger about this team. You know, you have that one team that you're like, man, this could be the year.
Yeah.
I love hope.
Well, they've got that one little running back that he had already run for almost 300 yards in 2 games.
This is 1st and 10 from the 28. Cougars running out of time. Can the Bobcat D get the stop? Yes, they
Picked
can.
off.
Picked off on the run. Bryson Sanders picked off, intercepted. Bobcat ball right in his hands.
Oh, and that was a little tip drill.
Oh, did hang on, did Garcia tip it?
Looked like somebody got the tip and then went right into 31's arms.
He got it in a nice stride too. That's the kind of defense.
Oh, and guess who got the tip?
Oh,
Van Sickle.
Of course.
Mason Van Sickle. Got his hands up, tipped it.
What an athlete, but hey, the interception. And the Bobcats can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Are we going to see the best formation in football, or are we going to have to run? We're going to have to run a couple of plays. No.
Squeaky
best
will
formation.
Kneel
you would
it
think
down.
that
if they don't call a timeout, then that's the ball game.
Yeah, if they don't call timeout, no signal. No signal yet, so I think their Cooper's just willing to go, okay.
All right. Well,
ball
shake
game
hands
then. 13 seconds.
Coach Smith dreamed of playing here. He grew up near this stadium, played for Randy Allen here as a Cooper Cougar, and tonight he comes home, and his Bobcats take care of business and spoil the Cooper Cougars' homecoming on the Mark Smith homecoming. As he walks across the field he once played on, he is the victor. And the Bobcats finally get the win, and they got a good one. San Angelo Central 31, Abilene Cooper 27. The Bobcats squeaking Van Sickle for the touchdown that gave them their last lead. 31-27, Bobcats with 2 losses get their first win heading into the game against Belton at home next week. Arlen, what a stand at the last.
And the Mark Smith era finally gets its win, 3rd game into the season. But what a way to get it against your alma mater, where you grew up playing, and you bring your team home a winner.
The Bobcats it was gut check time at the end, and the offense got it done. 31-27. It's all over here at Shotwell. We'll take a break and be back with the Pixelcast Media post-game show right after these words. And by the way, be sure and visit these sponsors. Tell them you appreciate them bringing these games to you and making it possible. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
Would you like a time-lapse of your construction project? Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. Need to check your roof for hail damage but don't want to climb up that rickety ladder? Perhaps you're selling property. We also cover sports and weddings. Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services. San Angelo, it's time to invest in your home and protect your future. Olivas Restoration and Solar, your trusted partner in roofing, solar, insulation, and fencing. Call Olivas Restoration and Solar today for your free consultation.
At VGI Technology, our mission is to connect and protect our communities using innovative technologies while providing an exceptional customer experience. Everyone on our team took part in creating this mission statement, and everyone on our team is committed to stand by every word. So for your home and office internet, security, cameras, and smart technology, call on your neighbors at locally owned VGI. VGI, to connect and protect.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Save $10,000 on a new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 truck. That's right, you could save $10,000 on a new Sierra Pro Crew Cab. Drive a new GMC Terrain and save $5,000. Or save $5,000 on a new Buick Encore. $10,000 off a new GMC Sierra, $5,000 off a new GMC Terrain, or $5,000 off a new Buick Encore. That's huge savings. Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, Remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Since 1957, Medical Arts Pharmacy has been your neighborhood professionals, welcoming you when you come in and delivering when you can't. Through all the advancements in medicine, therapies, and equipment, Medical Arts has grown with you to make sure your family has the very latest in care. Today, we can offer you immunizations, all of your medicines in special multi-dose packaging, and compounding right here in your neighborhood pharmacy, where some things have changed with the times, but the best things never will. Medical Arts Pharmacy.
When having a truck is essential, you should drive a Tundra from Mitchell Toyota. A Toyota Tundra is a formidable combination of power, space, and technology. Plus, it's a great-looking truck. Mitchell Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
Welcome back to Shotwell Stadium. You're watching Central Bobcats football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. This is the Pixelcast Media postgame show. Darren Prater and Arlen Ponder. And look at that! We hadn't seen that in a while. It's been a while, but it's back. The Bobcats, Texans, cheerleaders, coaches all celebrating a very hard-earned win tonight. First one of the season. Mark Smith and his Bobcats come over here and get the win as he comes back home for homecoming, and he spoiled it just a tad. 31-27. Central wins this one over Abilene Cooper. First win over Cooper in a while, and the streak continues that most of these games within the last 10 years or so have been decided by 8 points or less when we play this team. And again, it happened. Even though the Bobcats had a big lead at halftime, they came out and fumbled on their first offensive series on the first play, and that did not bode well. And then a few plays later, Cooper got their first score. But after that, it was all Bobcats for a good long while. Arlen, do you want to fill us in on the rest of the scoring summary?
Yeah, and actually, let's go to stats first. We got Squeaky English, 10 completions on 23 attempts, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns passing. Then we go to Central Rushing. Darius Hewitt, 6 rushes, 14 yards. Christian English, 6 rushes, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Elijah Allen, 14 rushes, 50 yards. And let's go here. Receiving. And come on. Central Receiving. Jimmy Edwards, 3 catches, 57 yards. Jesse Smith, 4 catches, 21 yards. Gavin Johnson, 1 catch, 12 yards. And Christian Latta, 1 catch, 21 yards, 1 touchdown. And the man of the night, Mason Van Sickle, 1 catch, 8 yards, 1 touchdown. And he got the tipped ball there that set up the interception by number 31.
Bryson Sanders
that sealed the deal for the Bobcats.
But it was a good game from the Cooper Cougars, who came out in just a few plays as Austin Cummins threw a touchdown pass. And then the Bobcats came right back. And I think Squeaky English showed that he's that X factor, that if the chips are down, he's the guy that can bring you out of it on his own, because he can make some moves, and he comes through time and time again. So he got the next touchdown. Or no, he got a long run that set up the touchdown.
Yeah, he got that long, what was it? Actually, he got a long touchdown in the third quarter, 64 yards at the 6:14 mark in the third quarter, and that put us in. And then he got another long run on right before our last San Angelo's last touchdown at the 54-second mark of the fourth quarter. That was Squeaky to Van Sickle.
Yeah, he hit some new names in the end zone. He hit Van Sickle for one, as well as Christian Lara. Good to have some different names that are catching passes in the end zone. He also ran for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So it was a good night for Squeaky, and it was good to hear some new names.
And we talked about Central had to play a complete game, start to finish. And, you know, we've talked about with Coach Smith about how the team's getting that heart. Well, they showed their heart tonight. They could have easily just gone, oh, okay, well, we're down. Cooper's running it back, and they've scored 3 straight times on us. But they said, no, we're going to go ahead and gut this one out. And the defense came up also big. So not only did the offense come up big, defense came up big. And whenever you play a complete game, start to finish, you have to have special teams in there. And special teams, Vaughn comes up with, what was that, a 49-yard touchdown. Field goal. Incredible.
Evan Vaughn. What a great job. He hit that right before halftime, 49 yards. Got it right over the crossbar. So it's good to have that weapon. The Bobcats might have needed to use him at the end to tie it up, but they got the touchdown to Van Sickle instead. 24-7 lead for the Bobcats. They could have run away with this game, but they let the Cooper Cougars hang around, and Xavier Alexander got hot, the senior wide receiver, and they also put in Jaden Carrillo at quarterback, replacing Austin Cummins. I think they've done that before. Carrillo got the hot hand on passing and, 20 unanswered points and 3 touchdowns, 2 extra points, and 1 extra point that was missed that kept the Bobcats within field goal distance, but didn't matter. A long run from Squeaky. Whenever we needed a long run on third down, he got it done. And then a few plays later, the throw to Van Sickle, that was awesome. And it's good to not be the team that almost beat somebody for a change.
It is, and you know the squeaky sneaky, as you always call it.
Squeaky sneaky.
It's going to be, like you said, that X factor that now some of those other teams, especially our district foes, that are going to start watching and going, wow, how did we stop? Okay, well, we stopped Squeaky from running. Now we've got to worry about, Van Sickle, who's playing both ways, coming in. So that's, great things. And I got to also kick a shout out to our Lakeview Chiefs. They won tonight 55-42 over Lamesa Golden Tornadoes.
Good job.
So both SAISD teams won.
And be sure and join us for the Bobcats Insider at 7 o'clock, live from Shenanigan Sports Bar and Grill, Monday night and every Monday. Then the Chiefs Insider, Coach Guevara, he'll be talking about the Chiefs win tonight. That'll be nice. So 7 o'clock Bobcats Insider, 8 o'clock Chiefs Insider, and that's from Shenanigans and Orange Theory Fitness. We hope you'll come watch us. We'll have trivia. I promise I'm going to set up the electric football one week. I think Coach Cope was pretty impressed that I have one in mint condition. The kids will be wanting to throw those PlayStations away once they figure out the fun of.
Yep.
Hey, thanks to all of our sponsors tonight. I did want to mention Elijah Allen. I'm talking about the workhorse. He did well on the ground tonight. Plus the blocked field goal by Van Sickle and the recover of Luis Angel Garcia recovered a fumble.
And actually, Norton had that blocked field goal.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be
Norton.
I'll be curious to see. I didn't see him come back. Curious to see if that's a safeguard or if that was just something that happened to him. Injury bug. We need it. If it's going to happen, we need it to happen now, not in district.
Hopefully, we can get Colton Hill healthy, because imagine him in this mix again. Hey, we knew there was potential tonight. They got it done. They should have been by 14, 20 or more points, but they made the comeback and did what they had to do when they needed to do it, and they spoiled homecoming.
Hey, and one other thing. That Van Sickle kid, he's a junior.
Nice. Very nice. So we will wrap up the broadcast. I want to thank everybody who was a part of this one. The Shirts Landscape kickoff, Olivas Roofing and Solar for bringing the penalty sponsorship, Angelo MRI, Alpha Paving, Medical Arts Pharmacy, as well as NAMI for our starting lineups. Thank you, guys. Remember, you can install our app to watch this in high def. All you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app for your best viewing experience. Also, thanks to Mitchell Automotive Group. If you're in the market for a new car or truck, go see the folks at Mitchell Automotive Group, Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road, Mitchell Buick GMC on Sherwood Way. This has been a production of Pixelcast Media. Again, thanks for joining us. Be sure and give us a like on our various social media at Concho Sports on YouTube, plus Facebook and Instagram, and Twitter as well. We'd love to hear from you. All right. Once again, Bobcats get that win. Our broadcast has been presented by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network. San Angelo Central 31, Abilene Cooper 27. Coach Smith returns home, and his Bobcats get the win, heading into Belton at home next week. We will see you then from San Angelo Stadium, also Monday at Shenanigans. For Arlen Ponder and everyone who's been a part of this one, you want to thank our production crew there?
Yeah, Iana Hernandez, Chris Taylor, cameraman Wayne Heidenheimer, and, of course, the always great to have with us, Moneyball Mike
Myers. Thank you, buddy, for the stat information. 31-27, Bobcats beat the Cougars on their homecoming night, return home next week. And that wraps it up from Shotwell Stadium. For Arlen Ponder and everyone at Concho Sports who was a part of this one, we bid you good night from Abilene. Until next time, so long, everybody.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. Contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Save $10,000 on a new 2024 GMC Sierra 1500 truck. That's right, you could save $10,000 on a new Sierra Pro Crew Cab. Drive a new GMC Terrain and save $5,000. Or save $5,000 on a new Buick Encore. $10,000 off a new GMC Sierra, $5,000 off a new GMC Terrain, or $5,000 off a new Buick Encore. That's huge savings. Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.